so I can live with him. You marry, 2 days, you are pregnant, honeymoon, yay. Then he's telling you how to be a roommate. You don't want to comply. He will slap you. Because you want him to work and keep you in his house. The men too, you find a rich girl. The father is rich, so they will give us an apartment at Asokwa. To shock you, your father-in-law will come and tell you to clean her daughter's feet. Now be who say free things, they will cost you so much. Why am I saying this? At a very early age, from like 11 or 10, our parents give us money, right? They'll give you 2 cedis here and there. There has to be a way you can understand wealth and be. You know, who's all about where you are headed. I have friends who would say, Phyllis, you know, the way you do things, me, I don't like it. I'm like, it's okay. You are the one in the light of. Me, we would have ECG or Ghana water. Me, I don't understand it. Because the way you can have a life different from what you have seen is to do things what? Differently. So that your children's children, when they are in this school, they will show up as if they had already attended university in your womb. That's what we are trying to do. Do you understand? So being successful, extraordinary is not in the skin color. It's what you are unlearning, how you are reforming yourself. Okay? Okay, so now open the floor for questions. I need questions. Otherwise, I'll call people. Any community that can't ask questions is not a smart community. It means you didn't understand what is being said. You are taking it just like that. That's the same way when you go out right now and you meet somebody from my hometown and he's saying something else, you take it also and say, I agree. Question. There's a lady in glasses here, short hair. This was the kind of hair I relocated to Ghana with. I don't know why I have this hair on. It's so hot. Question. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Gloria. So Gloria went to KNUST 2019. She's fire. Like, this thing wouldn't have happened without her. She's like, we'll do it. Let's do Legon and let's come. That and more. Okay, ask me a question, please.
Okay, I'm Bridget, and...
You are not Bridget. Give me your name.
I'm Bridget Apia. Okay.
So please, any of you here, don't ever text, WhatsApp anybody or talk to anybody and say, my name is Kofi. Don't say your first name and then say that is your name. How can Kofi be your name? How can Phyllis be your name? Do you know how many Phyllises there are around here? Always, even if you are ashamed of your last name, fake another one, but give a first and a last name. That's how great people communicate. Do you understand? So, Bridget Apia. From today, you are not Bridget, you are Bridget Apia. When you marry a sensible man, that will be rich, so you don't see light off. Then maybe you change it. Okay, ask me the question.
Okay, so you talked about areas like finance, career development, education, but I want to know, and you touched on mental health. I want to know, is the group also interested in health, like health in general, as in advising young people on the things they can do to improve their health, because there are lots of diseases and other things evolving, so I want to know.
Hey, Bridget, so you had this question inside you. Why? Is it because we're trained that pengi kasa, men kasa? When a grown-up is talking, and you are going home with this question. Thank you, Bridget. That's a good question. So the whole mental health, right, it comes out of all these things. If you're not physical, look, I've gained 15 kilos, okay? It's not going well. See, I'm sweating. Everybody is chill. Look at me. I'm sweating bullets. It's not good health. Because I've gained weight. I like gari and beans and cocoa. A lot of carbs. So yes, when you don't eat well, when you don't exercise, when you don't have a time where you meditate, you have an alone time, okay? So anything that has to do with your well-being as a human being, internal and physical, it affects your mental health. So yes, we do all that. It's important. Because when you don't look $1 million will not come to you. And $1 million doesn't mean a gold chain that is poor by the minute. It's like fading by the minute. That's not wealth. We're talking about being simple, but looking fresh. You know, like the way you are looking. Thank you. Please, I need a gentleman. A question. Please, you guys. Okay. So we have one here, Gloria.
Thank you very much. Please, is it okay if I call you Auntie Phyllis?
Hey, I'm old, but I don't like auntie. But for the sake of culture and things, okay. Miss Phyllis. Let's do Miss Phyllis. Right?
Yes,
Miss
please.
Phyllis is good. Auntie dear, I said dear me, okay, so please, when you have the mic, introduce yourself. So your first and last name, the program you're studying, okay, so that, because the connection, right? If we don't know you, we can't connect. So let's begin to know each other from now, okay? Thank you. Go ahead.
Yes, please. Please, my name is Yofi Hansen, and I'm studying landscape design and management. So with Connect World, my question is there an age limit that after or assuming somebody reaches that age limit, he or she can't be with Connect World, or is for all ages?
Okay. Very powerful question. You know, when I was setting this up, right, with the help of all the wonderful people around me, I asked myself, you know, when I was a baby, I had support from my mother, right? My parents, siblings, and all that. Then you go to elementary school. Then you go to middle school. Then you go to high school. So at different stages of your life, you require a different kind of support system. So the Connect mentorship and coaching and career transformative programs that you must enroll in, there's no age limit. Somebody will say, so you take a 65-year-old. Yes, you know why? There is no, I'm not 65 yet, but I've seen 65-year-olds. I've engaged them on very high professional levels. In America, I have worked with rich people who are brewing dollars in their homes, but are depressed at 65. You know why? Because you have retired. You're not relevant anymore. You used to be the head of something, the first of something. Now you are not anymore. So you're stuck in your house and nothing is happening. So our goal is to sit with you and see what passion you always had, but you have never been able to tap into it or to work on it. That's why you find some older people, you know, they start traveling the world, they're running marathons, or they open a wellness kind of business. So there's no age limit, so long as you are a breathing human being. And also there's no level of education. I'm telling you, go to the market now. Those are the people that are running the economy, okay? That's where the money, those of you whose parents work in the market, they have money. Do you understand? So there's no limit to anything. I know people will say, Abba Phyllis, you can't be something to everybody. Wait until you are in a situation and you have nobody to talk to. Then you wish whatever you are struggling with, it is somebody's area of focus. That's why I'm asking you, give me areas of focus. Like, challenge me, put me to work, okay? Any more questions? Okay, so we'll take the last one. Okay, thank you, Bright. Bright showed up, and I'm like, okay, Phyllis, why are you showing up looking like this? He came in his white shirt, his jacket. He used to be a TA for one of your faculties. Amazing, amazing professional.
Please, I am Agri Samuela Obama.
Sorry, could you, and also when you're mentioning your name, remember the person doesn't know your name, so don't rush through it. Yes. Make sure that, remember, be thoughtful. Why am I calling my name? So the other person can get my name and connect. So take your time and mention your name.
I am Agri Samuela Obama.
Which one is first name and which one is last name?
Samuela.
Samuela is your last name.
My first name.
Okay, so I think my old age. So can you mention its first name and last name?
Samuela Obuama Agri.
Okay, so Samuela Agri.
Yes.
Okay.
Please, reading BSc Packaging Technology. Please, how does Connect World deal with persons with inferiority complex? Because this is something that usually drives most people on how to connect and even focus and even relearn and reform themselves.
Powerful question. And this is why Connect was formed, right? Did you say inferiority complex? But the worst one is superiority complex. The ones who think they are okay. They are plexus. Don't do it. Don't do it. You need to graduate from school, explore, travel, go to all the regions of Ghana, go to the different continents. If you can't go outside the country, it's okay. Go, volunteer, do internships, 3 months, hop around jobs, join different fellowships, professional networks, volunteer to be a leader of a group, something, challenge yourself, go through failure, experience successes with no limits. I can hear somebody saying, okay, now, by what age? Me, I'm not God, but if God gives me that throne, I'll say for the women, nothing before 30, because it will shock you. It will shock you that your wedding, the bill for the wedding, you have not finished paying, but you are filing for divorce. Because the monster that you are living with, or the monster you are living with, the horns are like that. So you are like, you know what? I haven't finished paying for the canopy, but divorce, let's go. And your mother. I'm not saying your mother didn't do well, but the success has to grow. And times have changed. Because it's not money that marries, so it is the personality and environment. So you have to unlearn to learn to be with her. You have to unlearn to learn to be with him. You've just finished being in school for 4 years. When are you going to unlearn to learn to come and be cooking for this man at 23? After Pistis has sewn the dress for you, Instagram has captured it, and it is the best wedding. Now you are there. You don't know what to do. There's money, but the house is like fire. But when you allow yourself to fly like an eagle, by the time you are going into that marriage, the value, your personality, when you walk into the house, your husband is like, if I didn't marry this woman, I would have died. And then he too, when he's coming home, you are like, and when he's coming at 12 midnight, you are not there. Who are you cheating with? Who are you cheating with? Because at 23, 25, you have personality disorder, inferiority complex. You think that when a man comes home at midnight, or he's going to bring money for you to sit in first class. You don't want. Because your family taught you that work is 9 to 5. So 5:30, come and sit down, eat the banku. Now let's sit and watch Obra. You will be poor. When they call altar call, come and give $10,000 so you can get blessing. Then you start insulting rich people. Me, I'll always go and give 10,000, I'm there, 100,000, I'm there. I'll go. Because if I work, I'm just going to give the money to God. All I'm saying is that you need time to build yourself so that you have no insecurities. Same way when your wife also goes to Cape Town for a mining conference, you don't say, but Cape Town there, somebody said they saw you with a hand around your waist. But when she's in Cape Town, you are in Singapore. Do you understand? You are closing the deal. She is closing the deal. And your children are going to good schools. And you have discipline in your house because you can employ the best nannies in the world. And you can give your children exposure, not TV, exposure, where a child goes to a zoo and can tell you the names of all the animals in the zoo without ever watching TV. That's what success does when you wait. So Connect we deal with those personality disorders. All it is you have this person in your head because of an experience you've had. Okay? Either somebody around you is being hit or being discouraged or something. It could be anything. It can make you form this person that lives with you in your head. And then you begin to exhibit. So everybody is here. We are all having conversation. Then you alone, you are in the corner there. Nobody wants to talk to me. You have to talk to somebody. So we help you unlearn, okay? And learn the best way. And sometimes when we stop you from getting into these corners of quick marriages, and another one is I want to be an entrepreneur. 22. Me, I don't want to work for anybody. I went to SRC 4 years ago. I was doing a session for them. They were doing career fair, and a girl got up and left. So I called her, I said, why are you leaving? Oh, me, I don't need to know how to be a professional at work because I will be an entrepreneur. Entrepreneur. Huh? What you can't do for somebody, you can't do for yourself. We are all entrepreneurs. When I went to Morgan Stanley, one course that you had to do, otherwise your computer just freezes on you. It was called Thinking Like a Business Owner. So you are only doing punch. But the course is teaching you to think like a business owner. So you are in my chair, but I want you to assume the position of the biggest shareholder of the company. So you are an entrepreneur in somebody's company. If you can do that apprenticeship for a long time or a good time or a reasonable time, then when you take your own business, even if it's failing, you are saying that I see you failing, but I got you. I'm coming. Do you understand? So life situations can make you develop certain complexes, either from childhood or from just peer pressure, or just things you yourself you've walked into. Which is why with Connect, you have to tell me who you are. Your name, who's your mother, your father, where you were born, where is your stepmother? Why didn't your mother stay for 5 years? And she got divorced. Because you don't know. A lot of these things affect us. So when we have the information and we see you behave in a certain way, like maybe you have to submit, there's an application to go through to become part of the network. It's like going to college. So if you're not submitting your work, I'm not going to come to you and say, why are you so disrespectful? Why are you not a professional? Then I know that I think she's down today. She's not feeling well. She's thinking about her mother. It's her mother's anniversary when she died. Yes. So we cut you slack. But then if we see that you're going low for too long, we come for you. Like your financial investment account. You're supposed to put money in every month. And then you don't. Nobody's going to close your account. So we don't punish people. Because we are connected properly, when the power is fluctuating, we come and check. We don't cut the cord. We come to check what's going on. And then that allows us to prop you back up with more resources, more people, more engagement. And then you can stand tall. That's the only way you can also grow and hold your children's hand and people around you. Does that make sense? Okay. Enough of the talking. If you have questions, you would have to send it to us or ask us when we're doing networking and all that. Henrika, so I think the next thing is to do, are we okay? Are you tired? You can't be tired though until you can write at this level. How much check should you be able to write? Maybe $1,000. Who here can write $1,000 check? 7,500 cedis. Your own money. Then you can't be tired. You can't be tired. Then you can't be tired. I'm daring you to be tired. Because when you get tired, your life will be tired. Do you understand? So we'll go to the next thing, and Henrika will walk us through what we'll do next.
All right, so Yes, please give Phyllis a hand. Thank you so much. So what we're going to do now is get into a networking session. We've heard everything Phyllis has said about the importance of how you introduce yourself, how you show people or share the value you're presenting to other people. It starts from how you even say your name, right? So what we're going to do, we're going to have you mingle. You're going to introduce yourself. What are you studying? We don't assume you all know each other. There's a lot of people on this campus. Maybe you know some. Find someone you don't know. Introduce yourself. What is your name? What are you studying? What do you hope to find after university? What is your passion? Find out about them as well. We'll give you about 5 minutes or so to do this, and then we'll ask a few people to come up and, show us what they've learned. When we get there, we'll show you. So for now, your only task is to get to know each other. We see a lot of people in the top as well. Thank you so much for being here. Same thing applies to everyone. So I think 5 minutes is okay. Yeah, all right. So we'll give you 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes to mingle, network, and then we'll have a few examples. So go ahead. Feel free, move around the room. For now, yes, so you can pair up to do the introductions, and then we'll have a few pairs come up as well.
Again, remember we've been talking about why, right? The why of things. So the reason Henrika is engaging you like this is anywhere you go, nobody's going to ask you, what degree do you have? They'll want to meet you. And that meeting you is like an appetizer in a restaurant. If it doesn't go well, the main meal is trash. Everything you have in the boiler. So we're saying that grab the person next to you. If you know them, pick somebody else you've never met before. Assume that, or pretend you are in a networking session and you are trying to meet that person. So let's say maybe one person is a CEO and the other person is a professional or a student coming in the network. So you introduce yourself. So let's say the two of you. Can the two of you get up? The two of you, yes. The way you get up, Nina shows your bank account too. Okay, what's your name? So Israel can be the CEO, and then you will introduce yourself to him. 5 minutes. And then you switch, and then, what's your name? Frida will be the CEO, and you introduce yourself, okay? So you have 5 minutes to sell yourself to Frida in a way that even when you sell death to her, you tell her, Madam Frida, die, she'll die. That's what you have to do in 5 minutes, not your grandmother's name. And then you too. You tell her who you are in its totality in 5 minutes in a way that he's like, not in a sexual way, in a professional way. He will be so wowed. Okay? So everybody must have a pair. If you don't have a pair, you need to raise your hand and learn to raise your hand. Today I almost missed my flight. The woman said, there's nothing I can do. I said, exactly. It's something you can do. And she puts me on. So raise your hand if you don't have a partner. We can pair with you. Okay, so Henrika will use the timer.
Yes, so we will time this activity 5 minutes, 5 minutes. You can turn your chairs, talk to the person next to you, and if we see anybody doesn't have a partner, we'll intervene. So we're starting a timer, and we'll make sure everybody hears the alarm.
Class.
If you don't have a partner, you can put your hand up and we'll come to you. Okay, they're coming.
It's like we already know each other. So.
Oh, do you know each other?
No, I was actually.
Split.
Yeah, it was. Please, how are you?
Okay, so switch places. Can I move you? Okay, I found you up here. You don't have a pair? Okay, one second. Hello. Do you know each other already? Do you have you guys are a pair? Sure. You don't know each other? Okay. Let me displace you. I'll move you. So you will come and sit here. So then you displace you two can speak and then hi. Hello, hello, hello. I'm seeing a lot happen. Who is paired up here? Are you together?
Yeah, we are all together.
We'll talk. We need pairs. So are you free? Okay, because it's an odd number, let me have you talk to. There's somebody who didn't have a pair. I just joined. But we need it in pairs.
Okay, without distracting those down here, those upstairs, please, you're not excluded from this unless you are a different school. Have you paired up? Have you guys paired up? Okay, because when we come back, I'm going to really engage you guys. So please don't feel left out. Everyone must have a partner. Thank you.
They are so obedient.
I guess lead. I did agricultural biotechnology, yes.
And I'm like,
So science and technology.
So I'm a CEO. I don't really have time to do this. Are these the details you want me to have? That's everything.
That's not really everything about me, but
So everything else you have, share with her, and she will also share with me.
you didn't share anything with me.
You have 1 minute left for the first exchange. You don't have. I'll bring Moses. I'm sorry, one second.
Yeah, I want to speak to you. That's why I'm sitting down. She's talking. Yeah. So yes, unless you have to escort them down
So
here.
we'll do that. Remind me. Okay, so let's switch. If you were the CEO, you are now the employee, or you are now the one pitching. Switch roles now. Oh, Moses. Where's Moses? A very good question. Also, who's paired with who? Okay, can I have you speak to this gentleman, please? He doesn't have a partner. Yeah, so you will come. So, yeah, this gentleman in blue who's coming, you'll be paired with him. Thank you for your patience. Boss. No. Yeah, we'll join you. Question.
Yes. He wants to find out if the Connect will, you have a section where you groom leaders, people who want.
Everything. It's a leadership
leadership development program. So everybody who comes through is a leader by default. CACT. So that's the thing. Whatever it is, it's the president of the country, of the world, of the UN, of the EC. Whatever it is specifically, the leadership you want, you can find through us. Yeah. Don't worry about it, we'll be fine. Are you introducing each other? What about the when you sign up, maybe there's extra ones. We brought a lot today, so if there's extra you can get. But when you sign up also. How do you sign up? Have you filled the form yet? No, I haven't got it. So the phone is going round. It'll come to you, yeah. If at the end you haven't filled it, please find me. Okay. Yeah. So you have 5 minutes to speak to each other. What was your name? You have 5 more minutes. Okay, have them choose. I'm going to add 50. Let me quickly add 50 to the form. Let me quickly add it. Connect. We'll give you all the details. But have you registered and have you filled the form? Oh, where do you go? Okay, no problem. You can still fill the form. There's a phone going around, so I'll let you fill it and we'll contact you that way. Yeah, your name? Mario. Mario, okay. I'm just doing something shortly, but I'll let you register. Thank you.
Oh no, yeah, this can do it.
I want you to fill it.
Oh, okay.
And you can use this to go down the page. Yeah.
Yes. You can actually maybe.
Oh, there's the time. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So,
Yes, I've
added fifth and fourth.
I knew this lady from somewhere. Leon, right? Aya Yuji?
I was there as part of this program, but I didn't.
No, no, as part of this program. Okay, I saw her somewhere.
Maybe. All right. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. We can now focus our attention to the front. If you can hear me, clap once. If you can hear me, clap once. If you can hear me, clap twice. If you can hear me, clap 3 times. Okay, all right, I think we can all hear me. I see some people still talking to their CEOs. That's very good. All right, so what we're going to do now Okay, thank you very much. What we're going to do now is have a few pairs come and show us what they practiced, right? So we see a lot of people in the top. We haven't forgotten about you. We'll have 3 pairs from the top. So if you would like to volunteer, please put your hand up and you and your pair can come down to the front and share with us. Any brave pairs that had a really good conversation and want to share. Or we'll pick at random. Phyllis likes to pick at random.
You're able to volunteer. Anytime you say me, you are already ahead of the game, trust me. I don't know how much more to stress on this, right? But that success word in the dictionary is for only 2 people in this room. So your generation, only 2 people will be successful. Do you know that? Mark it on the wall. Only 2. So if you think you are the 2, come from upstairs. There's a guy in a black cap. You were just talking to somebody. You have your 2 hands clenched right there. You're still talking. You're not looking at me. In the cap, in the Nike cap, you're still looking away. There's a 7 on your shirt. I want you to come with your partner. And then there's a lady on this side. I don't have a lot of natural hair. You have a lot of natural hair. Is it natural? Can you come with your partner? So that's 2 sets. Yes, you right there, yes. Come with your partner. And the way you walk towards things. So my husband has a law firm, okay? And so between him and I, when you work for us, and you're walking towards, we fire people for just walking. You know, the walking. Like I hired somebody a few weeks ago. I said, is this the cemetery? Don't walk like you have just resurrected from the dead. So please, are you coming down? Please, why are we begging you? You can't write check for 7,500, but you don't want to come down. Even if you can write this for your father, it's not yours. So come down. And then I need the 3rd pair. Anybody that's not looking at me, because I used to be that person that would pretend to be looking away so that they won't call. Then I'll say, a bathroom. I'm lying. So, yes, you and your partner, whoever you networked with. And then there was a beautiful lady with the nice ponytail with their partner. And then, Michael, did you have a partner? Moses, did you have a partner? Why? Because you are too important. Okay, I need another set from the top. The reason I'm on the top is I really can't see. Let me see. So some people are hiding. There's somebody in glasses. He's talking right now. He's talking as I talk. He just finished talking and he's looking straight, but hiding behind the person in front of him. Yes, you're smiling. I can see your teeth right there. You just bow down. You went lower, below shoulder level of the person in front of you. Please come with your partner. Thank you. Okay, then we'll pick 2 from this side. 2 from this side. 2 from this side. I like your glasses. I want to pick you. You know, you make me feel like I'm back in New York. You know, that whole... So who was your partner? Oh, you're wearing braces. I wore braces for 6 years. You won't regret it when they come out. Sharp. You and your partner up front. I know you need to volunteer, but Charlie, if we are seeing a ding, we have to teach you to push, volunteer. Poverty will be chasing you sitting there. Should I volunteer or not? Can't be worrying the economy and become a government worker who steals money. Who wants that? Okay. You were so attentive, eh? Like, I don't think when I was your age, I was able to focus like that. I want to hear your voice, you and your partner. He's like, Charlie, this yellow man, why are you bringing your bad luck to me? Okay, so let's make it quick. So let's all come. So we have 5 pairs, right? So do you want to sit here, with your partner? The first set to be the Nike hat with his partner. Where's everybody? The ponytail lady went back, like she said she won't come. Or she's not feeling well. If you know, are you guys students? You are working, like the exhibition people. Are you workers? You are students. So who here is, Abigail is a worker, and what's your name? Tell them, Sikanusa. Kitty. When you see Montessori school, you don't even want to have a child. 2-year-olds are paying $5,000 a term, and you don't want to come down. I was like you, and I wish. Okay, so please have a seat. I know these seats are for the vice chancellor and things, but with no disrespect, but please, management, we are sorry. Can we sit on it just to be big, small for the next few minutes? We're not disrespecting authority here. Okay, so the first set. So the two of you introduce yourselves, right? So we're going to start. Who was the CEO first? Okay, so then, so you were the CEO. Okay, so either way, it doesn't matter. You will now talk about him. Henrika, how long? 5 minutes? Okay, so please come out. And learn to stand in front of people so that when you become the governor of Bank of Ghana, you can explain to us what's going on with the inflation. All right. So you will introduce him. So, for example, what's your name? Who paired with me? The lady at the sculpture place. Miss Intre, is she here? I wanted to do it with my pair so that you can know what I'm talking about. I don't have a pair? Okay. Yeah, so then 5 minutes, then you switch. You didn't switch? So now you are still the boss. He is the professional or the student. So you are reporting to your company or your board or your HR about him. So you have 5 minutes to tell us the most important things you picked up from him, because the company wants to decide if they should hire him or they should give him the scholarship for that program. And then when he's done, you will also do the same. So those of you. Yes, so you are telling us, where's my partner? You knew you would not stay in the room. Why did you come and waste my time? Miss Intre. Yeah, I don't like for eye things. So. Okay. I don't like for photo for Instagram things. All the 1 million followers is all negative, zero bank accounts. Doesn't mean anything. Okay, so we introduced ourselves to each other, right? So stand here. So I met her, and I was the CEO, and she was a professional. Then we switched roles, and then she became the CEO. We really didn't knock it off the way I thought, but this will help us to understand what's going on here, right? Okay, so I met Abigail Intre. She's a teaching assistant with the art and sculpture department, and she's not sure. She wants to go into architecture, but she's still thinking about it. That was all she told me. So you are the board of directors, and I'm telling you about her because she wants to come and do a big project with us. And so that's all I got. Was that all? Did I leave something out? Okay, but you have to pay attention to us, though. No, it's exams time. You can't be talking. Her. Invigilators are here. Do you understand? So I'm reporting to my board of directors what I got from her. So the point of this is, how much information was I able to gather from Abigail? Did I pay attention? What was important to me? And one thing you must understand, why am I even spilling this before? Because I think you're a bit confused. Because what you pick up from people shows the kind of values that are important to you. Okay, there are people, when you introduce yourself, and they want to introduce you to somebody. I met her name is Phyllis Kwenye here. She was wearing a white watch, yellow shoe, blue skirt. You know this person is vanity. They didn't catch any substance. So what you say about your partner, what you are able to retain about your partner to report to your board of directors, it shows what kind of values you hold in high esteem. Because we all have personal values, and everything we do, every step we take is driven by these values. Okay? Some people too, they'll say, I met Akosia, PhD in this, MS this. You know that this person likes titles a lot. Okay? So now she will also tell you, her board, what she got from me to see if, I'm good enough to.
Hello. Oh, okay. So I learned that she is Miss Felix Kwenyenya, and she's a Voltarian, but then she was born in Kumasi. Yeah. And she is into developing people and then coaching them as well. And then also, I can't remember the last one.
No problem. So you see, that's why, and I'm also one, I'm sure I forgot something about you, which is why you have to be careful the things you are connecting yourself to. Because the more of the junk you are absorbing from this world, the less of the good things you are absorbing. Okay? Some people, they can tell you all the scriptures in the Bible, but they don't know the CEO of Google. But they're on Google every day looking for things. They don't know when Google was formed. But they will give you scripture, this whole place will fall apart. And they think that will bring them success. Even in heaven, there was work. Do you understand? So, being able to retain information, when somebody is talking to you, your client or your boss or your business partner is talking to you in a meeting, you have to be focused and structure your mind. What am I supposed to get from this meeting? You might not have a pen and paper to write whilst the person is talking. So if you don't get the right information, her name is Phyllis Kwenyenya, but I say her name is Phyllis Osei, forget it. It's like it didn't add up. Do you understand? So do you think these are good skills to acquire? So we are just doing the role play so you can see where we are lacking and where we are good at and where we need to sort of fix. And talking about ourselves or somebody, it's not easy. When you have siblings and friends at home or in your house, practice with them all the time. If you are an only child and the only person in your town or country, you have a mirror to practice with. So did you get the scoop? Okay, let's go. Abigail, thank you.
Hello. So he is Caleb Kwekukwao, a second-year BSc physics student, and even though he's studying physics, he has showed interest in computing, and he has a leadership capability in that he is able to engage people, take their ideas, and also relate to them in a way that is healthy or cordial. So he's able to relate to people in such a way that what makes him special is that whatever he puts his mind to, or whatever target he sets for himself, he's able to achieve. And with such a person, if he is accepted into any company, he would be able to drive the goals of the company to a different level. So that's what I took from.
Okay. Was that everything? Did he miss anything? He got everything. Okay, so board of directors, did you, the Noble T-shirt, I really like that T-shirt. I wish I could take it from my 11-year-old son. So can you tell us what he said about, so you're a board of director, you're supposed to make the decision, so one or two things you caught from the introduction.
Well, I think he can be on my team because I like what he said about him, that when he sets his mind to achieving something or doing something, he really makes sure he does it. So, yeah, he's good to go.
Thank you very much. And next time, instead of the I think, you can say I believe, right? Because think sometimes it's like, I am a say. I am a say, so they actually can go 50-50. But I believe that he can be on my team. Do you like this exercise so far? Because this is the real world, though. Nobody is going to ask you what is titration. Because your boss, Krawanko University, your boss, no, he didn't go to university. Me, I went to Morgan Stanley thinking I've gone to banking and finance school. My team, chemical engineering, electrical, I said, or maybe this company does engineering. I didn't know. It's banking. But people came with engineering. So be careful when you go out there. It's different from here. Okay? All right, thank you.
All right, so this is Bright Asante, and he's studying BSc Biochemistry, and he's in final year, and he would like to work in food processing companies. And from the way we interacted, I think he's an ambitious person. I believe he's an ambitious person, and you'll be the best person to work with our company due to this. I believe is a good person in as much as he is goal-oriented person, and you'll be able to work with teams, or like he has this kind of skill, communication skills, and also teamwork skill too. And I believe, sorry.
I like that. You see the unlearning? You see it's already happening. So some of our programs you would enroll in, it will be 9 months. Somebody asked Miss Phyllis, so 9 months before I will see the new me. No, same day. You see, it's happening.
I also believe he's the right person because...
Okay, so let me help him. So if you see the differences, and that's good, right? So he told us exactly what he told him, right? He doesn't know. He's telling you that this is what he told me. Me, I don't know. Then you said you believe that, right? He, on the other hand, said his name and what he's studying, but he is telling you what he believes he can do. So he's sort of telling you where he stands already. So the issue with that is you're supposed to report and then give the board, the opportunity to, also make a comment. Then you can add yours. Do you understand? So I think what it is you lost some of his information, and so you're like, let me just bundle it all up and say, I believe or think, and it's okay. So you see how you think you can chew and pour that chemistry, but simple introduction, you can't remember, but you can chew and get the first class. So you see how difficult it is to talk about yourself, even your own self. Okay, thank you very much, both of you. Okay, so the next pair, Thank you. Thank you. It's not easy to be in front of people. Some of you, you have never spoken into a mic before. So that's your partner, right? So theirs is going to be different. Whatever you did, we're going to repeat it here. So who is going to be the CEO? Okay, so pretend this is a networking event and she's the, the what's your name again? Faith. She's the CEO and founder of Faith Group of Industries, like companies. Like she can write blank checks. And you want to meet her. And now you have the opportunity. She's told everybody, sit down and let me talk to this. So now you have the floor for 5 minutes to meet her. Let's go.
So my name is David Techi.
Can you take it up a bit? No, talk to her. Talk to her.
Okay, I will.
You're meeting her. No, we are not here. We are also networking. We are doing our own thing. And you have her.
I understand, but I thought you said we should replicate what we did.
Yes, so talk to her. Pretend we are not here. Does it make sense to you? Okay.
Okay, so
and up the voice a bit. Sometimes too, what you can produce in dollar terms too can come from the pit of your belly. So please, push it a little for me.
So my name is David Techi. I offer environmental science.
Can you hear from the top? Or maybe your mic is not good. Can you hear me? Okay, use this one. Hello. Okay.
Hello.
Sound like a lion.
Hello. Can you hear me, please? Those up there. Can you hear me?
Now we can hear.
Okay. So my name is David Techi. I offer environmental science.
But they say nobody can eat here.
I love to engage in entrepreneurship stuff. I sometimes sit down and come up with ideas by myself, but then the zeal to put them up, it's kind of tough. And the resources available, it's scarce. With the economy of Ghana right now, we find it hard to gain, funds, unless you go out there and search for. So I'm here to seek your aid and help to be able to work with you, become an apprentice of sorts, gain experience so that I can go out there and start something on my own.
Is the 5 minutes done?
No.
You see how 5 minutes is long. They have 1 more minute. You see, this is the longest 5 minutes of your life. And you are talking about yourself. You see how you are struggling? It's tough. And a blank check is there for you to take after the introduction. And you're like, I'm done talking about myself. How old are you?
21.
Can you imagine? But this is why we're here, right? This is why we're here. You're able to introduce yourself to a CEO of a company, and she wants to leave the company for you and go to Dubai and be on the beach. Okay? But good try. So now you will be the CEO, and then she will now introduce herself to you. So again, this is the governor of Bank of Ghana, like signature on the CD. And he's come to meet us, and you've been able finally to nail him. Now you want to meet him. Let's go.
Okay, hello, sir. My name is Faith Yamuche, and I'm a second-year accounting, banking, and finance student in KNUST. I'm driven by the passion to help people. I aspire actually to set up various foundations, organizations, or companies that can be able to help people gain employment, help people who are poverty-stricken, help people who are living in conditions like abuse or anything like that. So I'm interested in that field. But then I want to equip myself in such a way that I can gain managerial skills. I can be able to connect with people who can be able to inspire me to even do more. I believe that your company is a company that has thrived, that has established itself internationally and locally, and can be able to help me reach such goals and even more. That's why I just want to talk to you today. I just want to meet you so that I can share my ideas, share my views, so that I can get to work with you in your company and develop myself even better. So yes, thank you.
You are not clapping. This one should soon. What year are you in?
Second.
You will do your resume tomorrow. You will get a job before you graduate. She wasn't born with it, oh. Environment. And when you see her walking away from foolishness, you think she has no clue what's happening. You know. No, you did good as well. But I'm just trying to, that, you see, so she's telling him value, like what I am. Because when you're saying the things you know, first of all, she knows about his company so much. And then she's like, these are the things that I do that, you know, I can bring on board. And, you know, this is what I also want you to do for me. And so, which is why I am trying to meet you. And, you know, the flow. So she might not be the greatest worker, but at the door, she's nailed it. Do you understand? So the talking about yourself, you know, those are things we're going to help you. Elevator pitches, you know, we'll come back and we'll do like a whole competition on elevator pitches. You know, people would take like 3 months to prepare. You know, we'll do it here. The person that wins will win big money or win a ticket to travel somewhere or get to meet, you know, one of the big CEOs. Because it's important. Even when you are going to con a girl, me, a boy who can't talk well, how can he take care of you and your children? To no work. So the talking is not just for professional. At home too, at church, when you're talking to God, you must flow. Or, I'm not sure, the Spirit might leave. You never know. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. So, talking about ourselves, we've realized that 5 minutes is too much, right? So we're going to bring it down to 1 minute. Next pair. So which one do you like? You like the board of directors or you like the how they introduce themselves? The introduction. Okay, so let's stick with that. So who will be the CEO? Who will do the... Okay, so again, same format, right? You've tried to meet her, and finally you got her attention. And we're going to do 1 minute. I think the 5 is too much, so let's do 1 minute. If you go over to 3, that's okay. Let's go.
Hello. My name is Kusiba for
Okay, so I know you're talking to her, but we all want to hear. So just try, like, pretend like there's a lion coming to catch you, and you are screaming for help. Okay.
Okay, my name is Kusiba for Jaba.
Can you hear?
Hello.
Can you hear him?
My name is Kusiba for Jaba, and I'm a third-year BSc Agriculture student. Very ambitious and privileged. I'm very privileged to meet you this morning. And I'm into this aquaponics business, which has to do with using fish feeds, the waste from fish to grow vegetables. It's a very sustainable way, which is done in a controlled environment. And then it helps reduce the use of large acres of arable lands to cultivate land, to cultivate
Can you hear?
Vegetables.
Okay, the reason, I apologize. I'm not trying to, I know somebody will say, me, I'm an introvert. I don't like to talk. And this woman, somebody says, I'm an extrovert. There's nothing like introvert, extrovert. If you have a problem, if you are here and you have slept in light off before, till the next morning, raise your hand. You have slept in light off. When the light went off, after 1 minute, you didn't have a generator that kicked in. No. You stayed in it. Raise your hand. Okay. So you need to hear. You know, you pick from it and then drop from it. So it's an obligation. Like, you have to talk loud.
Okay.
I didn't start talking like this. I didn't like to talk. But life, it will bring it out of you. So let's start now.
Okay.
Pretend they are not here. Why now, Ferry Noah? You're a fine boy. So what's there to Ferry? Speak. Do you understand?
Yes,
let's
please.
try it.
My name is Kusiba for Jaba.
Yes, keep it up
a
there.
Third-year BSc Agriculture student. And then I'm very privileged to meet you this morning. I'm into aquaponics, and then aquaponics is using fish feed fish waste to produce vegetable. The reason why I'm here to speak to you is I want you to help. I've started this business, and then now, after every 2 weeks, I'm able to harvest, and it's on high demand now. So I want to ask and solicit for your support to enlarge the business. So I want to give you a little detail about what aquaponics is and how it works. So aquaponics is the use of fish waste to produce vegetables. Now you need a fish tank, you need a growing bed, biofilters, and the fish itself. So in this system, it goes in a cycle. The fishes in the fish tank produces the waste, and this waste is passed on to the biofilters, which has bacteria and other microorganisms that further breaks down the nitrate into a more absorbable nutrient for the plant to absorb. So we have raft boards, which is placed on the growing bed to float the seedlings on top. And then when this is done, the roots of the plant is able to absorb the nutrients from the water medium. And then there is a pump connected from the growing bed also back into the fish tank. So the cycle goes in and out just like that. And it helps reduce the use of farmers clearing down and it helps reduce deforestation, clearing of large arable lands for agriculture. Thank you.
Is it taboo? No, you can't. So let him come and sit. Yeah, okay. I hear Michael is here. Where's Michael? I'm fighting with you. How are you? You're busy. You're running a whole country here. This is a beautiful country you have here. A lot of structure, beautiful, clean, and very serious students. You've done a good job. That's your seat.
Okay, so
hey, you are still talking. I don't know. But madam, you to tell him you are tired. So I know it's like an opportunity to sort of, tell her everything. But you're not trying to be a business proposal to her, right? So for me, again, everything we're doing here is coming from an experiential point of view, right? When you meet somebody and you want to be memorable, okay, you want the person to remember you so that they can invite you, for another meeting. You want to see how you can show them your value. Because you're telling her how you can support me. Everybody is asking her for support. So once you say support, she's like, click. Do you understand? So you must have studied about her company or something she's doing, and you tell her about it and how what you are doing can bring her value. So then she'll be like, whoa, tomorrow. And then now you go with your proposal. Do you understand? So it's important. So you have a bait. You want to catch a fish, right? You don't show the oven to the fish. You show the fish. Do you understand? So you are going well, but it's a lot. Okay, so whatever you are, you summarize it and see how it fits into what she does and how you can be of value to her. It's important. But again, that's why we're here. We're going to improve upon that. And before you realize, you are pitching yourselves like honey and milk. Okay, your turn.
Okay, so my name is Ayinsi Jessica. I'm a third year agriculture student, and it's nice meeting you, sir. Okay, so I'm here to talk a little about a product that we are bringing up to the market. And as I know, you are a busy dad, and I'm sure your wife too might be busy, and the children, sometimes they come home and they don't get what to eat. So this product is mainly about helping the children to cook. It's a package, it has a self-heating material in it, and it doesn't need a stove or a hot plate to cook it. So the children just put the ingredients in it, and then they are done with it. Just blows an alarm after the food is ready. So you don't have to think about when you go to work, the children, are they bending themselves or are they doing this? The product is just very simple. So I'm just here to introduce you to it. So if you're interested, you can help us invest in it then. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, beautiful work. So, she took the feedback from what I'm saying, and you never get better at this or best at this. Every day you improve it. That's why exposing yourself and reading. Look, sometimes I remember I spoke to a woman and I told her things she has done, and she was like, really? I did all that? When? You know, she's like, wow, I've done so much. I can't even keep track of it. She was so excited. She's like, you picked up that? Thank you very much. So sometimes it doesn't even have to be professional. Something, maybe they went and planted a tree somewhere. You know, something to show that I am interested in you. Okay? That's all we're trying to do here. Our SRC president is here. We're going to give him the opportunity to talk to us, you know. So we'll finish the last pair, and then Michael will give us a few words, because I think without his words, it's a bit hollow in here, right? Thank you, guys. Okay, so the last pair, same format, you know, you met your dream CEO, and you're going to introduce yourself.
Okay. Good morning. I am Ernestina Dabla, final year student reading politics. So, yes, I'm reading politics, but I'm very interested in legal issues, and I'm exposed to marketing. We can't hear. And I'm exposed to marketing, and I'm able to establish good relations with people. So yes, I know you want to go on a vacation, and I'll be the most qualified person to hand over your seat to me, because one, though I am not a limited person, I am diverse in all fields. So yes, I'll be able to see through the legal framework of the company, be able to market your products well. So yes, I can partake in every aspect of the company and ensure that the company attains its values and meets its goals.
I like that. So you go, and then I'll give you feedback after.
Okay, I'm the person of Emmanuel Kofieyim, a first year.
If I was the CEO, you know what I'll do? Once I hear the voice like that, I'll be like, hold on 1 second. I just have to make a call. Then I'll pick my phone and call myself. Like, I'll be gone. Because it's like, why is a man?
Hello.
If we say men don't cry, men don't sleep, men don't do soft things. But you are talking soft. Speak like you own this country. Speak like Michael. When he was doing his campaign, you see how he was talking. Speak like that. Did you vote for him?
I'm first year student.
You didn't vote. I don't understand the system. Okay, I'll learn. So speak. Okay, loud.
Okay, I'm the person of Emmanuel.
A little bit more.
Hello. So, okay, I'm the person of Emmanuel Kofieyim, a first year business administration student reading accounts and banking and finance. And I think it would be very interesting when you employ me a company to manage the funds of the company. Because I think it's very difficult for people to trust mere human beings with their company's funds. And also I believe investment pays a lot than savings. So when you trust the company's funds to me, I'll know when to invest, why to invest, and where to invest the company's funds. I think that's it.
Yeah, I didn't hear, so I'll take it like that. I didn't hear. Give me my mic. But you have tried, because I can see that your heart has dropped to your waist level. So you, please, is there paramedics at the back? Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so what I realized, you guys did amazing. When I was your age, I couldn't have done this. Look, I went to America, I went to grad school, and these people are talking to each other like parrots. When it gets to my turn, then I'm like, I need to go to the bathroom. Every time, I don't feel well. My father is calling from my mother. When my mother passed, I used my mother so much because I was nervous. I couldn't talk. It's not good. But guess what? You have the opportunity to learn how to talk about yourself. You see how difficult it is to talk about yourself? Your own self. One of the requirements to join Connect is you have to write, you know what, it was 25 random things about yourself. But the way this school is correct, it will be 50 random things about yourselves. The first 10 will be lies. I'm detail-oriented. And then I'm sharp. And then I'm a leader. And then I fear God. By the 15th, you are like, the lies are finished. What do I do? Then you begin to dig into the truth. So by the time you get to the 50, you are open, wide. And now we are ready to, come in and reform you. So what I realized about almost every pair here was, so I'll pretend that, Michael, can I use you as a muse? I know you are the big man here, but I'm older than you. So let's, I just want you to stand here. So you are my CEO. He's so well dressed. You can't play with this. Do you understand? He's serious. He's finished with campus. He's gone. People stay here. So I pretend Michael is that guy I really want to meet. And truth be told, I've been wanting to meet him. Because for 1 week now, he won't talk to me. He won't talk to me. This is the first time I have felt like I have no value in my life. But you know what? It is good for me too. Because it humbled me that a kid half my age is so busy that he couldn't talk to me. It means he's running a business. And when I came to the campus, I saw why he's not talking to me. He's working. The school is nice. And your students are correct. So, truthfully, I'm going to meet him. Okay. Good afternoon, Mr. Michael. How are you? How is your day going?
Everything is well.
Great. Thank you for making the time to come here to network with us. We've been looking forward to this so much, and I promise we won't take it for granted. My name is Phyllis Kwenye here, and I'm a human capital development specialist. I focus on organizational development, people and personal development, mentorship, and anything that will make people become the best versions of themselves. And knowing you to be the SRC president, I know that the personal growth of your students will be very important to you. So I really want to come into KNUST at your convenience or talking to your team and see when I can come in and engage your students, set up some kind of professional network so that I can help you achieve that goal of making sure that each student here becomes the best version of themselves. And then, you know what? So many other things we can do after that. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Give her a round of applause. That's great.
So it might not be perfect, but all I'm saying is, look, I've been looking for you, okay? And you're busy. And if I can just take one thing off your plate, which is, I want my students to go out there and shine. That's why he's busy. And I'm like, I hear you, sir, but that's why I'm coming. I want to take this off your plate so that you can move on to the next goal. And maybe whilst we're achieving this goal, the next one, I could have the skill to help you with that. So you realize that quickly, he would want to talk to me more or book another meeting because helping people to grow is tough. Helping people to unlearn, reform, it's not easy. And remember, he's a student as well, right? He has his personal goals. So if I'm coming in and I've met him now, so you think tomorrow if I call him, he will not answer. He will answer. Because, Charlie, he's ticked one box, right, Michael? Thank you. So that is our networking session. I'll call you in a minute. Did you like the exercise? Did you prefer it was something else, like play ampe and soccer or tennis? Okay, there was a gentleman who worked for me until maybe a month ago. I fired him. He's 25, working in my home, but then just lazy. But he wants to be a soccer player, and he likes Mbappe. I don't know who he is. I heard it from him. And I'm like, but do you have a video of yourself playing soccer? So I can take it and go and look for Muntari or somebody. He said no, but I want to be Mbappe, and he will not do anything else. So lazy. those things don't achieve anything. The goal today, here, right now, is that you can at least talk about yourself in a way that the door will be open. Because you know that getting into the company or the project or the grad school, there are so many steps. I think I left a pair, but we'll come there later. The goal is for you to knock the door open with your personality and how you speak and all that. Okay, it's important. Sometimes when we hear people speak nice, you say, oh, you show keke. It's too no. Sit there. The door will open. I used to work in a team. There was a guy called Tim on the team. He would never do any work. But when it comes to engaging people, top notch. And every day they were promoting him because he can move people. So you see that communication is important. Please, for everything, to talk to God, to woo that girl, to woo that boy. If there's a boy here you like, don't wait though. So you can go and woo him before somebody crosses you. Otherwise, one day you miss out. So if you agree that that was a fruitful exercise, let's give ourselves a round of applause. And again, we want to thank SRC so much for loaning us this day. You know, I'm sure you guys could have found so many fruitful things to do today, right? But you opened your doors to us. I always say I'm grateful when young people say, hey, come and talk to us, because you really don't have to open the door. There are so many people that can come in and talk to you. So for us, this is a privilege, and we want to welcome Michael to give us a few words.
Very good afternoon to us all. Hope you're all doing well. Do you love to share your experiences today? Anyone who wants to share their experience today? Anyone? 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 So I would first of all call the Speaker of the SRC Parliamentary Council, Right Honorable Andrew Anoche. I think that he was here when we had a whole lot of conversations, and I think that we should give him the platform to share some experiences. Andrew.
Well, this is ambush, but anyway. First of all, I've loved every bit of the program. Reason is that I'm someone who has always believed in academic plus experience, readiness for the future, readiness for the workplace. And for students here, and for myself to witness the hands-on experience that has been demonstrated over here, I think it's something that we should all be proud of, and we should be glad that we've been able to learn from this particular program. And so I would want all of us to give ourselves a round of applause for coming, for learning, and then also being able to share in the experience. And then also to the organizers, Connect World, let's give them a round of applause as well for helping us facilitate this particular program. And I want to say that I've learned a lot myself. I've picked a few things over here which I'm going to also use to build myself up. And I know very well that from the little I've learned here, I would be able to succeed. So thank you so much, Mr. President.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Andrew Anoche. I'll get one guy, one girl, then I wrap up. So tell me your experience today. How did it go?
All right. Thank you for this opportunity. My name is Emmanuel Owusubuache from Disability and Rehabilitation Studies. This is a very nice seminar of which I can tell it's been such impactful and inspiring. I've learned one or two things regarding to my personal, build up, personal capacity, of which I entreat us all here to also make this opportunity. Each and every time that we see the SRC circulate information concerning these seminars, let us tap into it, and it will be very good for us. Thank you very much.
Welcome. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Can I have a lady here? Sure. She's from business school. She's here.
Okay, Abigail Asari. And then
I'm here today because although I'm in third year, I didn't have a sense of direction on who I want to be. One time I want to be an entrepreneur, another time I want to be a manager. I just didn't know. But then few sections here has opened my eyes to actually set myself down and then draw a development plan for myself. And one thing I've really taken is to postpone the pleasure. Our mother mentioned postponing the pleasure. It's not all about the hair, the partying, but then being the kind of woman that everyone would like to associate with. I've learned a lot actually, and then this program has been the best so far. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. So thank you very much. I think that first of all, we would have to give ourselves a round of applause. Everyone here is done great. The second thing we are going to do is to give Connect World and our mom here a round of applause. Another one for her again. And I'll tell you why. I am very happy that from your very own selves, you've been able to tell us your experience today. And the reason why, as an SRC president, and on behalf of the SRC, we are very grateful to you, and for the fact that we are happy to hear that you enjoy this very moment is because, one, we had a plan to have a program on Friday, not knowing that the SRC day was today. And so just last 2 days, we had to try and get this program done. So what I want to say is that we just had 2 days to put this thing up. And it's a very reason why I'm happy that Mom was able to squeeze her time and make time for us today. And to the SRC internship head and the team, please let's give them a round of applause. Moses, Edu Jemfi, Mahama, they've done a great work. And from my very own experience, it's not about the busy. It's about yourself and how you've been able to scrutinize, squeeze your time and be here. Just 2 days of announcement, you've been able to find yourself and get yourself ready for the outside world. And I'm jealous of you because from first year to fourth year, I've not had the opportunity to have internship. And so when I have most of you show anxiety and passion to be able to know what's happening on the outside world and how to connect yourself, I feel that you have done yourself a great service. Reason being is that one thing I've learned from first year to fourth year is that the more you continue to speak to people and be able to build networks and connections, you are building a fortune for yourself. And that's one thing that you should know. That you sit here in this auditorium, the next 2 or 3 days, the person you are sitting by would be the one to connect you should you be the friend of that person. Because we are building a society where we always want to be around people we are comfortable with. And even amongst your peers, you try to find people that you are comfortable with to be able to share a lot of secrets. So imagine finding yourself as a CEO. Would you want to pick a friend's son as part of your work, or you want to pick someone that you do not even know? And that's where the world is getting to. So each and every time you find yourself in an opportunity, whether you are speaking to 3 people, whether you are called to meet 2 people, please do. And please do know that you have to make friends and build connections and networks. I came to first year not knowing that I'll be SRC president. I was speaking to people, I was smiling to people, I was making friends, and those friends made me SRC president. Those friends you are sitting around speaking to most of the time can get you a job in the near future. As one thing that I want to leave with you today, that even as SRC president, above the busy schedules, I always have time to go for common programs. And the reason why most of the time I take the shuttle just to sit in and speak to people is because I always feel that even as SRC president, I will need that gentleman, that lady in the shuttle to find myself a job. And you guys need to continue doing this. And I believe that as we continue to build a community where we can able to connect to our friends and get ourselves places to be, is going to help us. Secondly, I'll take this opportunity to speak about the vision of the SRC moving forward. And since the Speaker of Parliament is here, I'll do that. Tomorrow, we are going to have a green energy challenge. And the next 2 months, two or 3 months, we are going to have a business pitch. This is the whole idea. Last 3 weeks, we faced a very unfortunate circumstance where students had used their monies to invest in businesses. And I want to say that it's a very bad act to use your monies to pay fees. Yes. But it is not a bad action to invest in a business. It's what the SRC is planning to do is that we want to have a collaboration, speak to members of parliament, speak to the student populace. If you can be able to put a 1 cedi, 2 cedis together to be able to create a fund that is going to finance the ideas of individuals who sit here on this campus. When you go to Ashesi, the reason why most of them find jobs to do right after they are done with work is because they have a very great alumni community that they connect to, that the university, through the Student Representative Council, through many business pitches, have been able to fund their ideas. And that's one thing that the SRC should be looking at. Because we are finding ourselves in a job market that has people connecting with people they already know. And so let's build a community and the businesses that can connect to our own KNUST students. Apart from that, science and technology, focus. Green energy tomorrow is one of the business pitches that we have, but it's geared towards your idea. Bring your ideas to be able to get KNUST 2.0, get 5,000, 3,000 to be able to support your businesses, get internship slots somewhere else to be able to build that idea. Guys, I believe that out of the many networks, out of the many seminars that we have, out of the many connections, and I feel that right after this talks, we can be able to get to know each other. That tomorrow we may find ourselves sitting, connected with ourselves, building a community that connects with KNUST students and making progress for ourselves. I believe that this room and each and every individual here today, out of the many things that we've learned today, would be able to find themselves in a bigger opportunity in the near future. Thank you very much. God bless you all, and I'll see you all again.
Thank you, Michael. That was powerful. You know, I've read a book called Connectional Intelligence, right? So, you know, everything he's talked about is everything in that book. I don't know, maybe the woman stole your ideas. You know, they tell you that when you have a high IQ and a high emotional intelligence, then that's equal to success, right? But in this era, it's IQ, high emotional intelligence, plus an extraordinary connectional intelligence. How to connect the right way to bring value to yourself and to your community. That's all he's saying. You know, when it comes to connecting or networking, you know, there are 3 ways you can connect, okay? So you can connect vertically or horizontally, okay? And horizontally is with your peers. And he just talked about that. I don't know, how many students do you have in the school right now, the student population?
100,000.
That's bigger than some islands. 100,000. So imagine, Faith, you alone, or Frida, you have 100,000 human beings in your life for 4 years. Every year, 100,000. Then some goes, and you tell me that at 45, my age, you can't count money. To fund the incubator you're going to start. I mean, that is beautiful. I've worked a lot with Ashesi. Henrika went to Ashesi, you know, and elevator pitches like business competitions, you know, bam, 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 bam. And I'm glad you mentioned that and you're going to start that. and I want to pledge 5,000 cedis to that. Because it's important. That's the only way we can push. We're not here to throw money at you, but we want you to come back with an idea worth sharing that will take you even to TEDx. I don't know if you have TEDx on the campus here, so that you can stand on the stage and speak and make, don't put him to shame, so that by the time he's leaving, he's left something with you. I don't have the 5,000, I'm going to work and find it to bring. Do you understand? Because it means something to me. So one day when my children come here, it's because of what Michael and his team, they put together before they left. So you have to network horizontally, your peers, your level. Don't take it for granted. Because that person doesn't look nice clothes, you will regret it. My mother, at one point, I needed to do my passport, my first passport, or maybe when I became an adult. And she said, let's go to an office. I said, where? Let's go to the passport director's office. I said, let's go and apply. She said, no, let's go to the office. We went within 1 hour. My passport was ready. Hey, but mommy, what is this? She said, I went to school with him. And he liked me. But I didn't like him because he was not rich. He didn't have money. But now he was rich. His office was like this whole place. So connectional intelligence, he said it, your peers, the person sitting next to you might not be speaking good English. Oh. It will shock you. You turn on the TV one day, and he's there, and you are shaking. The ladies, when the guy comes to say he likes you, this one, don't get angry. Just say, oh, massa. Now, love is not here, it's books. So let's be friends. Because the more friends you have, the more you develop the ability to connect. You need power to connect. So horizontally, vertically is, down. The security guard, the gatesman, you're in 3rd year, 2nd year, 1st year, down, connecting down. Don't despise that. If he didn't do that, the people that voted, they couldn't have done that because it would to feel like too high. And then upwards, vertically, is those who are more experienced than you, not better, just more experienced than you, okay? And those people, how you bring value or how you connect with them is bring them value. Read about them, look for them, and look for something they are doing and use that to connect to it. I want to connect to you. I want to share you people. How can I do that? I need to invest in this business pitch idea. Otherwise, what is the use? I must do show. So this world, that's how it works. You bring value to people. You work hard at night. Do things you wouldn't have done under normal circumstances and bring value to the people you are connecting with. And you realize that your intelligence in meeting people and leveraging on the relationships to grow becomes extraordinary. Michael, thank you very much for that point. Okay, so we're going to, I like also, that's why you won. I'm like this dude. It's like everything I want to do, you are doing. Okay, so we're going to go to another short session. And I like the way you guys are composed. Hey, some schools we go to every 2 seconds. Chalawate, this, that. But here it's like we are in Silicon Valley. So disciplined. The chairs are straight. So if I haven't seen anybody move their chair, how did you achieve that, Michael? It's serious, so. And then your parents too have done a good job, man. Those mothers and fathers, grandmothers, foster parents, this I've never seen before. Congratulations. We're going into a very short, next session is testimonials, right? I can stand here and say all the things Connect is doing. But sometimes you don't have to sell yourself, which is why when you connect properly, he said it, somebody would be talking on your behalf. And so we want to hear from one of your alumni, Gloria Ejare, and in a very truthful way, what her experience has been with Connect World. And she's on my team, not because we are bringing her to come and talk to you, but, I'm twice your age, And I tell people I have been trained in the West, okay, for a long time. And sometimes sharing my story sometimes is a bit difficult because anybody can say, Charlie, I'm just stand here and tell us to focus. And we are both say focus. Why didn't you stay? Do you understand? But I left Ghana because, I lost my mother and I was running away from pain. But I think God knew what he was doing, that I would go and gather resources and come back. So I'm glad. But bringing somebody that you're familiar with, she graduated 2019. She's close in age to you. To tell you what it is, it means the world to me. And there's another lady. Was it Abigail? She's here. Okay. And she will give us another kind of testimony. Powerful. And it's all linking to our education and career and all that. Because sometimes the reason Connect World is built on storytelling is because the books, the principles, and the methods, bro. And because the person that wrote the book is in winter, fall, autumn. You are here with 100 degrees all year round. Would you do a pump watching just say, how do you use the same principles? So that's why we want people who have done stuff here with what we're talking about to share with you so that you know that you can do it. So that's what this session is going to be about. And if you're here and you think your story is worth hearing, and listen to me, nobody is better than anybody here. Do you understand? Your story is not foolishness. Your story is going to lift somebody from suicide. It's going to lift somebody from depression. It will surprise you. Maybe your story for me will take me to the next level for Connect. Do you understand? That courage that I took to pledge that money for your business thing, I looked at the courage the boy was using to walk like that. I'm like, I'm quite confident. Just say, if I don't support him, then I'm missing out on a very strong opportunity. Do you understand? So everything takes courage. You don't have to be ready. But just tell yourself, I'm going to do it anyway. I fail. If you didn't vote for him, at the end of the day, he's still confident. Do you understand? That's how you need to be. Tell your story. So if you're here and you have a story to tell, 3-minute story, reach out to one of our people, and then you can come up front. So Gloria, you're up. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you very much, Auntie Phyllis, for the opportunity. Thank you, Connect World. My name is Gloria Jare, just like Auntie Phyllis said, she said. A little background about myself and KNUST. So I'm actually proud to be an alumni here, one of the best universities in West Africa. So in 2019, before graduation, I had the opportunity to go to Kenya on a job offer. So I went to Kenya to work there. And then I had to come back again because of national service. So I quickly came for my national service. So I didn't get the opportunity to go back there to continue my work. They wanted me again back. So during my national service, COVID-19 came in 2020. And then I'd always wanted to be part of YALI, Young Africa Leaders Initiative. Oh, okay. So I came back, and then during my national service, it was right after my national service, I signed up for YALI. I was working at the time, but I wanted to go through YALI leadership training. So I applied for YALI. And as part of the leadership training, you have to go through 1 month internship and then 1 month compulsory mentorship. Okay. But for this mentorship, because of COVID-19, it was quite flexible. They said you can just go to anyone in your family that you admire or even someone around you, just let the person mentor you for 1 month, sign, and I was like, no, I'm here for a reason. Like, I really want to go through proper leadership training. So I don't want to just go for any mentorship anywhere from my auntie yes, I know some of them are doing very well. I mean, a lot are doing well, but I don't want any family member, any church or pastor. I'm sorry. No, I'm a Christian, please, sorry. So I reached out to a friend, Lily, and I was like, Lily, please, I know you know people. I really want correct mentorship for my yearly experience. It's 1 month. Please, can you recommend anyone? She was like, okay, sis, let me try. And then she was like, oh, check Connect World on Instagram. So I went to their Instagram page and I checked. I was like, hey, this is serious. So, hey. So she was like, I have the woman's number and her email. And then she sent me Aunt Phyllis' number and then email. And I think I got through with her via phone call. So my first interaction with her, she was like, hi, Gloria, very nice, humble. And I was like, hey. So I was feeling very free. And then just spot on, she was able to tell me one thing I was struggling with. It was like, I was like, wow, this woman knows her stuff. Like, I'm in for serious business. I was so excited. After the call, I called my little brother. I was like, hey, Charlie, mommy, grow, you know? And then she got back to me via email. That was on the 4th of May, yes. So on the 4th of May, she got back to me. She said I'm supposed to submit like 7 documents, statement of purpose. Hey, now mentorship can come by a statement of purpose. Write 25 things about yourself. There's another one too. A lot of documents, and then your CV as well. And I was like, and I was supposed to submit it on the 7th. She gave it to me on the 4th. Submit on the 7th. I was like, hey, Rade. So I was working at the time, and I had to sacrifice my sleep because I also like to meet deadlines. I don't like those excuses and all of that. So I did it, and especially 25 things about yourself. It was a struggle because I didn't even know what to start with. Just like she said, you start with lies, so I'm results-oriented, I'm there. But then I realized that going down, now I had to really look at myself, who I am, what are my struggles, what do I like, and all of that. And then I wrote it, I shared with a friend just to proofread before I sent it to her. So she read, she was like, I didn't even know me, I'm your friend, we've been friends for 5 years, but I didn't even know all of these things about yourself. I was like, yeah. So I submitted it to her, and she was like, Gloria, you've done so well, thank you for submitting on time, and I felt very good. Now, let me just draw this line. I gave you a background about my after-school experience and then getting into Connect. You may want to think that maybe after Yali, that was it. Then it was bye-bye with Connect. No. Right after Yali, I'm working. Connect is still working on me. Like, Auntie Phyllis is my mentor. And I also have another mentor who works with Bank of Ghana. So he has even helped me. I opened an investment account, actually, through Erasmus. I have an investment account. He's helping me. He's guiding me in my financial aspect of my life. And I didn't just get him. There's a platform. Connect has this software where it uses your abilities. You answer some questions and then matches you to the right mentor from your response. Do you get? So it's not like we come and then we give you one mentor, okay, you go to this. I think you and this. No. You actually answer and then it matches you to the right person. And honestly, it's been a great experience throughout. Trust me, Auntie Phyllis, not only Auntie Phyllis, anyone in Connect, especially Auntie Phyllis, she knows what she's about. For someone you interact with right there, and she's able to tell you what's wrong and what you need, it's, to me, I feel like then she's just not here to joke. She's in for your well-being. So please, like, really, I didn't have this when I was in school, KNUST. I would have been, you will see me president of Connect World. Share. Because this thing is really a big, and the fact that she's not taking anything from you and giving this for free, it's a whole big deal. So yeah, this is my Connect experience. Yeah.
Thank you, Gloria. Thank you so much. Thank you. And you know, what you guys don't know is, as I connect with her in that manner, there's so much that I'm learning, which is why mentorship has to be a lifetime exercise. You know, Yali and Co, they are amazing. They're doing well. They're doing well. But what Connect is doing is, you know, we can't mentor you for 1 month and then you go away. So we are there to support organizations like YALI, Young African Leadership Institute, right? So there are lots of those programs around, but with Connect, it's a lifestyle. Do you understand? Mentorship becomes a lifestyle because you're in school. We're talking about marriage, right? You're eventually going to get there. Auntie Phyllis, the girl, I'm ready to marry her. You know, I've met people and their girlfriends or boyfriends. You know, we go and have dinner. I meet them one-on-one, separate. You know, we test the temperaments and all that. And then the next level, you know, or they want to do this. It's important. And then when you marry, you're going to have children. It's going to impact your careers. Okay, then those children are growing. What school should they go to? I've walked people to nursery schools. This is where my child goes. But what budget do you have? It's important. And then you want to have another child. But then you want to do your PhD, right? And then now your kids are grown. What do you do? But career is also there. So Connect Mentorship is a lifestyle. And also, like she said, we're not going to say, okay, Kojo, can you mentor you out? It doesn't work like that. It's not going to work. A lot of mentorship programs in this country, when you ask the mentees, they'll tell you I've spoken to the mentor once, and that's it. Or we speak, but Auntie Phyllis, I'm struggling with something, but I can't tell that mentor because I don't feel comfortable. Anytime I try to talk about what is worrying me, it is so professional that I'm ashamed to talk about what I'm struggling with. Because that was me. Everything looks so strict. But who I am, I couldn't bring. Connect says, come as you are. So we can go on this journey together to take you to where you want to go to. And every solution we offer is backed by technology. We have to go with what the world is doing, right? So Connect XP is that software that we use to match mentees to mentors. So when you're onboarded, the first step is you write those 25 or 50 things about yourself. That's one requirement to join Connect. You write a statement of purpose. You write a character essay. You write a perseverance essay. You write a book you've read and how it's impacted you. And then your CV. That's the application to join. And then we also have, you know, sometimes you're reading a course, right? But you're not sure, like, what kind of career options are available to me, right? I did banking and finance. I thought I could only work in a banking environment. If I had anything that could tell me, hey, these are the wide options, so that as I travel in my journey to find my career, I narrow the options. So my resources are being used fruitfully. So Connect has built a software, the Connect Career Analyzer. So you go in, it asks you a series of questions. So by the time you finish answering the questions, it pops up with 5 career options that you might have never thought of. Like, me? I can't be that? And then we begin the journey. And then after that, you get onboarded onto the Connect XP, which will also ask you questions about yourself, things you like, attributes, and all that. We have mentors that are already in there. Erasmus is one of our strong mentors. He works with the Central Bank, Bank of Ghana. Very, very strong mentor. So she got matched with her. So once you enter all your details, it will tell you to submit. When you submit, then it will start running. Then it will bring you about 4 mentor options. Yes, so and then the percentage, the matching percentage, 70%, 60%, 40%, 10%. It doesn't mean the mentor with 70% match is better. No. All we are saying is who you are in this system and who that mentor is in this system. You match on those levels. For me, I always try to shake tables. So I would pick 10%. I want to see. I want to know that experience with a mentor that matches me only 10%. I want to see what we have that makes us different. Or you want to engage the one that's 70%. But this is not face value. We're not looking at clothes and cars and homes. No. So that's another software that we have. On the organizational level, we have a performance and appraisal tool. So let's say you have a business, you have employees, You want to engage your employees, right? You're going to be entrepreneurs, or you're going to work in companies, and you want to be able to see how you are doing, the goals you're setting, personal goals, organizational goals. We have a software for that as well. It's called the Connect HR. So the whole point of Connect is that we bring the human being to bear, but we carry technology with it. And we're not done. When we leave here, we're going to have a lot of ideas. We're going to be building more softwares because this is a science college, and we want to make sure we're using science at the deepest level. Thank you, Gloria. And I don't know if it was you, we had the book issue. I think I said you should read the book, and you said you didn't have time, or you didn't read it. No, I think it's another mentee. I gave her a book to read, and she was like, oh, okay, when I have time. I was like, wait. When you have time. So she thought I was going to say, okay, then I can't mentor you, bye. I will not let you go anywhere. You will read the book. I will come to your house where you live. Come and see the nonsense you are doing. That will not make you read a book. Oh, if I have time, when I go to work, I said, madam, shut up. And go and read the book and write the review and bring it. Tomorrow when you are chopping your dollars, will I be there? Hurry up. So that's how it works. We don't just leave you to go. Unless you are so stubborn. But that one, we'll leave you small, we'll come back and come and catch you. Because every human being has so much value to offer. We're going to call Abigail. She has, and I like it when people walk up to me with a story, right? It's so beautiful. I don't want to take, let's just keep the suspense going. You know, but she's, I know all of us, and just to help those of you who might not maybe hear her well, or maybe miss the backstory, is a lot of us, like the lady said, you know, you one day you want to be this, tomorrow you want to be an entrepreneur, the next day you want to be a this. It's difficult, right? But the truth of the matter is they're all possible when you present it to that drawing table for it to be, you know, managed for you. And career transitions are scary. I went from retail banking to investment banking to hardware technology to human resource. Then now I'm bringing, I don't code or anything, but every day I'm thinking. I just engage with Michael. The conversations we had, what kind of software can we have to help that business incubator that they want to build? So every day I'm thinking. So you see how I'm going in full circle. I'm still dealing with people because I like people. But I went through banking, then came to routers and switches, to people, to softwares and all that. So career transitions are possible. It's difficult, but you need hand-holding. That is what she's going to talk to us about. And again, the reason why this story is important is this happened here in Ghana under your nose. This is not America. My story is somewhere Accra. So it's good that we get the local flavor so that you know that is happening right here. Okay? So,
okay,
the floor is
Mommy,
yours.
Thank you very much. I know you're all very tired, but I think it's going to help you. My name is Gertrude Opoku. I came to KNUST in 2009. That was when I started my BSc. I did BSc in chemistry, graduated in 2013. Then I went in to do my national service. But funny enough, when I started the BSc, I didn't have any interest in chemistry. I was actually going to Legon to go and do engineering. Then, my mom wanted me to be close to Kumasi. So I decided to come to KNUST. Chemistry wasn't an option for me. I wasn't interested. They just wanted me to do science. So I stepped in, I started doing chemistry. Because I didn't have interest in the course, I wasn't paying attention to whatever was happening in class. I wasn't serious at all. So in third year, I realized most of my mates were hitting first class, some with second class upper. I was asking myself, so can't I even do better? So just in third year, I decided to study, and I had an upper. I completed school, and then people were thinking about what career they wanted to venture into. I had none, because I didn't have interest in what I was doing initially, so I didn't have any career path. Most of my friends wanted to be teaching assistants, so I just decided to follow them. Oh, okay, then I'll also be a TA. Then one lecturer told me, I know you don't like talking. You can't even stand in front of a crowd and speak. So why should we pick you? That alone broke me down. So I told myself, okay, not KNUST. I'll rather pick a different place. So I applied to KSTU. And I went to do my national service there as a teaching assistant. When I got there, I'm one person who would always want to help. Whenever I see someone is doing something, I want to know, I want to find out what is happening. So with that attitude, I stepped into that department, and that was what I was doing. Straightforward, after the national service, one lecturer called me and he told me, Getty, I have this project and I want to involve you. Will you be willing to help with lab work? I said, okay, so what's in it for me? And he told me, I'm not going to pay you. I don't have anything for you. You are just going to get experience. So I went to think about it. I came back and I told him, okay, I'll give it a try, but it's only for 6 months. After 6 months, if I don't see any headway, I'm leaving this place. He said, okay. After 6 months, there was no show, nothing. I was even told to stop the work that I was doing and was given a query that why should a teaching assistant take on a project? Then fast forward, after some few months, we got a letter that, okay, we want to make you a project lead for a project. What did I do? What's so exceptional about me? You are hardworking, so we want you to do this. I said, okay. I started developing interest in laboratory stuff, okay? So we got into the lab, and whatever I was doing was exceptional. Then an idea came on board. We want to set up an energy center. So these are the key people. You have been here with us, so let's involve you. Then emerged Center for Renewable Energy at KSTU. So we were part of the people who brought in that energy project and all that. When the project was about to commence, the lecturer who told me to come and join came to me and told me that, listen, you need a master's degree. You cannot join me and be working with me without a master's degree. Because where I want you to get to, you've not gotten there yet. You need to be confident enough. You need to learn how to speak. So go and do your master. I told him I'm not interested though. I only told you 6 months, and even after 6 months, you are still pushing me. Since I started working for you, I haven't even received 10 Ghana cedis. Why should I continue to do this project? I thought about it. I came back again in 2015. I did my master's. After my master's, we were told that the government is now interested in the energy center project. It has now been absorbed into a government sector, whatever. So those of us who started the project, we cannot be part of it again. I was very disappointed. I didn't know what to do. That time too, I was planning on doing my PhD, but I realized I wasn't ready for it. So it was very hard for me then. I just decided to take my time. Then later I got married. After married, within, let's say, 2 months' time, I realized I was pregnant. Hey! It happened so fast, and you have to now put everything on hold. Okay? Yeah, it's funny. You can laugh about it, but that's what happened. I was married. When I got pregnant, it was as if 13-age pregnancy, because I wasn't ready even to give birth at that time. Because I had a lot of ideas, and I didn't even know what I was going to do with all the ideas I had. I delivered, and after delivery, I just thought to myself, I had always been interested in fashion. I have been interested in clothing and all that. So this time that I have, why don't I use it for that? Probably after some time, when the child is maybe good enough to go to school, I can go back and do whatever I want to do.
You see, from masters, because somebody says, then marriage, then it's not bad, but everything we've done today is inside this lady. Listen, I'm telling you.
So I decided to go into sewing. I just walked to a shop, and I told the lady, Madam, good afternoon. She's like, oh, what are you doing here? I told her, I want to learn how to sew. Hey. Now, Obi and driving, I want to be sewing. I didn't hear. And I just want to learn. Who are you? Where are you from? I said, don't bother about whatever I do. I want to learn what you are doing. So she told me I have to come and pay. She treated me like just the people who come in to sew. She told me I have to learn for 3 years. I told her I need only 6 months, I'll be okay. She said no. So at that place too, they have a number of people there. Let me speak in our language for you to understand. Yes, who will be a chief or that's the person has been there. So that's the boss, the immediate one after. Yeah. Then they have other people, and you have to settle all those people with money before they will even teach you how to sew, cut, and all that. I did all that. Funny enough, I'm older than the chief. Sometimes people see me and they think I'm very young. Some even ask, are you a TA or a student? But we are in our 30s. This lady will send me, oh, go and get me water, fetch water for us. I was doing all that. All my attention was just on learning how to sew. And I had given myself 6 months. And I was going with my baby too. So my baby will be at my back. The moment you put the baby down, the baby will start crying. So the baby always has to be at my back. And then I was sewing, I was cutting. Within 6 months.
Few who say they want to have children early so they can grow with their children. Your child is not your friend. Why are you growing with your child? Listen, you put baby down, he's crying. It will shock you. She's even lucky that they allowed her to bring the baby there.
Yeah.
If you work at Bank of Ghana, you take your baby to City House. Go and see.
It wasn't allowed. I had to beg them. So my baby was there with me. I was getting tired. In fact, you even get depressed. And sometimes most of my mates, let me put my stuff here. Most of my mates will walk into the shop. Like, hey, what are you doing here? So those are the times, those were my low moments. It's very difficult. And if you are not emotionally balanced, you will lose focus. And some will be asking, hey, can't you do something better? After all, your husband is working, he's okay. So why can't he find you something to do? Why are you wasting your time here? A lot of calls, some will come and meet me, they will call other friends. Hey, I was shocked. Then they will also call. So I was so disturbed. But I just kept my focus. I was there and one lady lecturer called me. In fact, she's my mentor. She called me, Getty, I know you are also into hairdressing. When I was doing my master's, I went to learn how to make wigs, how to dress, and all that. So she told me, instead of just staying at home, why don't you use this as a business opportunity? After all, you can get something. So start with me. I'll be your first customer. Make a wig for me. So I did it for her, and this woman started marketing the wigs for me. I have a student too. This my student, she was my master's student. Look at what she did for me. Very nice hair. So you can patronize her products. At that time, I was still sewing. Then she started telling me that, okay, make some clothes for me. Kaba and straight dress, I will wear it, and then I'll market it for you. And I started doing it for her as well. So I realized, okay, so this can even be a business venture. Then those friends that were asking me, why were you doing this? They started bringing their clothes. They brought in their clothes, brought in their stuff. Then I gathered some money from what they were bringing and bought myself an electric machine to start up. So that was how I started my sewing business. And at the same time, I was making wigs. This new idea cropped up with making wigs with frontals and all that. I started it long ago. I was doing it, and then when I learned how to sew, I realized, oh, okay, so we can even make the wigs with machine. This machine sewing. So because I had already learned how to sew clothing, it became easier to make wigs with the machine. It wasn't that difficult. I did that for some time. Then later, when I wanted to go into full-time business, I got pregnant again with my second born. That time, so I had applied for a PhD, so I could go and start. I realized I was pregnant again. Hey, so how do I combine the two cases and then trying to find myself something to do? I decided, okay, let me just start from somewhere. maybe I can still market these clothes. As I was doing that, I decided to start from KNUST because KNUST is the only place I know the place very well. So I decided to start marketing from KNUST. I was entering one office from the other. One time I came to see my brothers here and they were telling me, but you have laboratory experience. Why don't you try and find out if even there's a place here for you to work? I just picked my bag, went straight to the head of department office and told him, please, I've completed my degree, I have a master's, but I love to do laboratory stuff. The first question is, what do you do now? I told him, me pa my dear, like, what my dear say? Then what are you doing here? Because these are not the skills we need. I told him I can do it. After 2 months, he called me. There is vacancy here, bring your application. So I turned in my application. I came for an interview. Then the first question, what do you do? You see, when you are going to look for a job, or someone wants to interact with you to even help you, that's the first question they will ask you. What do you do? And that time, it's not about your CV. So those of us who have been writing motivational statement, personal statement, that is when you bring whatever you write on paper and you have to say it with your mouth so that they get to know what you can do. Whatever you are doing here, what I have realized, people or whoever wants to invest in you, they are not really interested in your degree. They are not interested in your first class or your second class. It's what you are passionate about. And then attitude is everything. Attitude is everything. How you present yourself, your flow. What are you passionate about? I'm passionate about labs. Tell us about it. I've worked about renewable energy stuff. I don't need a book to talk to you about renewable energy. I don't need a book to talk to you about biofuel, biodiesel, biogas, whatever. I don't need a book. You should be able to flow in that angle. That is where your focus is. So my advice to all of you, I ended up getting this job not because of my degree, not because of my upper, whatever. It's just my passion. They didn't even pick me because I have lab experience. What their interest was in the fact that she completed BSc, did her master's degree, but decided to go and do something else, venture into entrepreneurship. This is someone who is not thinking about money. She's interested in experience. So that was what landed me a job. When I got the job offer, someone on the panel then called me. I think you are above the job. There is an offer somewhere else, higher than what you are doing. Can you pick it up? I told her, let me think about it and talk to you later. Can it be something like a part-time? She said, fine, you can do that. Another call came through from I had gone for the interview some years back. I had forgotten. They called me again for an interview. When I did the interview, when I went for that interview, I was even pregnant with my second born. Midruho, everyone was laughing. Even with the single ones, energetic ones, we are not getting the job. You are pregnant, you are also in here for an interview. And they called me that if even you've gotten something to do, we want to pick you on part-time. If even you have access to give us your time, even on Zoom, we will be grateful. And it all boils down to whatever you do and how serious you are with it. The last thing I will leave you with, a man, Nana Sempra from Asinkwishia, he is the chief of that town. I went to work for him, this same renewable energy. The advice he gave me is what I'm leaving with you guys. That was in 2014. The moment he shook hands with me, he said, welcome to University of the World. In this place, you write your own exams. You mark your own scripts. You make your own mistakes and you correct them. So do the wise thing wherever you find yourself. Thank you all for your attention, and I'm grateful that we are all here.
Thank you so much. That was powerful. So did you hear that advice? Remember I told you this is the last leg of your life where somebody has to ask you to submit something, otherwise you are punished. After here, you can even wear a calabash on your head. Nobody cares. It is on you. So if you don't learn that discipline to be independent now, but be a person of value, it will be very difficult. I don't know if all of you caught the story, but for me, it goes down to being humble. Humility is key. Okay, humility is not taking, you don't take a shower and you are walking like a homeless person. That's not humility. That's just foolishness. You don't want to, you are lazy. Humility is you are high class. But when they send you to buy cocoa, you go with your Louboutin, go and buy the cocoa. And buy the cocoa in a stylish way. You see, she went to learn how to sew and do hair like a degree holder, like a master's degree holder. Who told you that if you have been to university, you cannot roast plantain by the roadside? You roast it in a way that somebody from Silicon Valley will call you and say, I want to put $1 million into your plantain roasting. And the one who didn't go to school is still roasting. So don't underestimate the ability to have a heart that is willing to serve. Service is leadership. Service. People go to parties, they finish, they'll leave their bottle there. They'll leave their plate. Their chair is crooked. They are gone. Because they think they are holding a fake bag. They won't, or you go to somebody's house, you eat. You clean up the plate and say, Mommy, please, where's the kitchen? They'll say, oh, don't do it. Oh, Mommy, please, let me wash. Always raise your hand to serve. Especially when there's no money involved. Especially when there's no reward. Especially when there's no thank you. Do you know how many young people have been disrespectful to me? You take your money, you invest it in things they are doing. But you call them for help and they'll give you an invoice. If you don't pay, they will not do it. But it's good because I'm the giver. When you give and you serve, you're blessed. Anybody that can't serve is cursed. You are cursed if you can't serve. I'm telling you today, if you are here and you are too arrogant to come low and serve people, you've seen big presidents, they serve. It's service that takes you there. It is not brofo and degree. Everywhere you go, ask yourself, I'm here. The chairs are straight, everything is nice. But there has to be something I can still give. There has to be something. Always look for opportunities to serve. In service, favor will locate you. It is not at the altar. In service, serve. I'm telling you, this school you are in, come to Mike. Michael, what can I do? I'm not on your team, but, I'm in first year. I'm confused what you guys are doing. It's going so fast. But this is what I can do. I just want to be cleaning the shoes of you people when you are going to give a speech. They'll be like, Charlie, who is this dude? Clean shoe. You never know. It is so important. For me, I have told myself I will serve young people. I don't care how disrespectful you are. I don't care how ungrateful you are. Mine is to teach you to be humble and have a good attitude. Be grateful because the world is already cursed. Your goal is to undo the curses that our forefathers have put on us. So if you are walking in life with your shoulders up because you think you know and things are happening around you, you are not involved, you don't care, you are just there in the classroom chewing and pouring, you have 8 PhDs and you still can't go to Movenpick to buy a bottle of water. Do you understand me? It is very, very important. Service, humility, and gratitude. And God. If God is not going to do it, you can't have it. It is not possible. I'm telling you. The ordinary one is the one, you buy Toyota Corolla. That one is okay. How much is Toyota Corolla? Or you buy V8. Quintine outing. People are buying planes. You are talking about V8. People are building hospitals. There's a hospital in America for kids who have cancer. You don't pay. They don't pay. So when people say they are rich, ask them, Have you built a cancer hospital that is free for the sick people and their ward? So right now, if my son or my daughter has cancer, I take the child there for free. And me, they give me somewhere to stay for free. So if somebody comes to you and says, "Me papa was sick, me kunu was sick, me was sick," me say, "Catch and say, where's the cancer hospital? Whoa, where's the cancer hospital? Look at Konfanochi, it's broken. Have you gone to rebuild it? Fuck off." Do you understand? You serve. You are humble, but serve in style. When you clean the chair, let them see that you were wearing Christian Louboutin and you were cleaning the chair. Girls, do you understand? When you go to parties, don't go and sit and be looking at the house boys. Get up and say, "Hey guys, how can I help you?" You're high heel. Then you are cleaning. Then you are mopping. Then you are doing things. Then the boys are looking, no. Because the boys, they are picking their wives. Then they are looking. Are you the men to get up and take the banner, take things, do things? And then the girls are looking, "Hey, that's my husband. That one is my husband. Hey, this one is my husband." That is how life works. It is simple. They'll be laughing. It is serious. So this story she has shared, if you listen carefully, she's run through everything. A master's degree holder. And when you see your friends selling water and they have a degree in chemical engineering, don't go and ask them, "Now where they were?" You think dumb people sell water? I hear Despite sells water. Can you write the check he writes? You can't. You can't underestimate any skill. But what I'll tell you is open yourselves up, explore, be serviceable, be humble, and serve God. Call on him and tell him that I don't know what I'm doing, but you will go before me and make all crooked places straight. And I will serve your people, and I will depend on you. And you are my paymaster. Even though Mr. Osei is not paying me for this internship, you are my supply. So I will work double shift for Mr. Osei, even though he's not paying me. And you, God, you will supply my needs according to your riches. That is how God blesses, when you depend on him. But you are a person of excellence. Sometimes people think rich people don't know God. Now, when they go to their room, do you know what they go and pray? If you don't know God here, you are doomed. Because when you don't know God, you are not led to be humble. You are not led to be serviceable. You are not led. The Holy Spirit will not talk to you. So you see Michael doing things, you're like, let's say Michael is doing, I could have done it too. Now I won't go anymore. You tell him, he will do it, and he will keep rising. You'll be sitting there. So please, let's take advantage of the human beings around us, and let's open up ourselves to be able to do anything in addition to what we are doing. And you don't have to leave your education or your degree. You can double it up and manage your life in that way, okay? I think we have one more testimonial. And I'm sure you're liking it, right? Because this is real life. This is not Harvard Business Review. This is not, a book on Amazon. This is right here. It is important. Because Aburuchenio is good, but because this land is hard. So if you bring the soft things, sometimes it doesn't work. Who has that testimony? Oh, yes, of course. Oh, my, this one should do well. Just say, "Oh, no, then you break all." Very nice. You see, people don't even know how to turn on a mic. You have to learn it all. Now she has learned.
All right. I'm the person of Vanessa Wewoli. And mine's, yes, it's very short.
Sorry, I keep interrupting, right? Because this is like life. We don't have time to wait and give feedback later. So being able to present your idea, that incubator you're going to build, you're coming in there, you have 10 minutes to present a powerful idea. So learn to make your presentations very concise, but be able to cover a lot of things. So we'll give her 3 minutes. Thank you.
All right. I want to give a short story which is contributing to mentorship. Mentorship is just in the heart of humanity. It didn't begin today. So if we are here for mentorship by Connect World, I think we are privileged. Actually, I always say that if you listen to good advice and it doesn't help you, it wouldn't spoil you. When I was in junior high, I got into contact with a certain group. Most of us know Comfort, Campaign for Female Education. They decided to mentor us and then also provide in a form of sponsorship or scholarship for us in junior high. Some of my colleagues decided they were not going to join, but I joined the mentorship. And all the time, they came to teach us, they came to advise us to study hard so that we'll make it and go higher. I listened to them in the form of mentorship. And after SHS, I was able to get one of the best scholarships to the senior high, that is MasterCard Foundation Scholarship. It didn't end there. It was also in a form of mentorship. They always come around. They organized a lot of programs for us. They brought us to KNUST here. They took us places. And then they were advising us about relationships, setting goals, finance, and all that, and even how to give back to society. I also took an opportunity and I listened to them. So after SHS, I went back to my community and I was organizing mentoring for SHS girls. I didn't even know what I was doing, but I was just organizing them and telling them the same things they told us wherever they took us. And surprisingly, I didn't know people were looking at me. Okay, my community, they have a student union. They were building a library. Some of the girls were shy to be part of them. I was always there, even though I wasn't doing much, like fetching water and then helping them. I did things like this. I even spoke to some nurses, took them to the ladies, and gave them teaching about personal hygiene and things. Surprisingly, when I was about to come to the university, I decided to apply for the same MasterCard scholarship. And what happened was I was asked to bring recommendation letters. I went to the assemblyman, and he wrote a recommendation letter. I didn't see it. He parceled it, and I brought it. I got the scholarship because during the interview, they asked me those things that I did, and I didn't know who told them. I came back, and this man told me that he wrote them. All this was out of the mentorship that MasterCard gave me, and I actually benefited a lot. We all know MasterCard is one of the best scholarships, not just the package as in paying of your fees, but then they mentor you how to build career, how to impact, how to lead change, how to touch other people's lives, and how to become a leader. So mentorship is very, very good. If we are lucky to be here, let's not miss the opportunity to join the Connect World Mentorship, because I believe that if somebody has the experience and will teach you whatever somebody has done and is willing to teach you to do, if you go do the same thing, you will make it. So I'm really glad and willing to join Connect World. Let's all join and learn. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That's a beautiful testimony. MasterCard Foundation is amazing. You know, people on the other side of the world are thinking that, look, let's put money together to help our friends on this part of the world. It's powerful. And so MasterCard has mentors or mentoring companies that mentor their scholars, and Connect World is one of them. So I'm very familiar with MasterCard. They have, the network is called the Baobab. It's managed by the Arizona State University. And so when I used to go to Ashesi, I go and I give it my all. So I was there one day, somebody called me and said, hey, MasterCard is looking for a local mentoring company, organization. And I said, okay. So I spoke to the director, Tiffany, and she said, Phyllis, look, we have mentors that are mentoring these scholars, but you were born and raised in Ghana, you lived in the West, and you're back home. These scholars are being mentored by people from the West, and sometimes it's difficult to bring it into real life for them. And from what you do, I think you would do a good job. And so we've been mentoring these scholars in the Baobab Network for a while now. And it's amazing. We have this program called the Connect Accelerated Career Transformation, CAT, Connect Accelerated Career Transformation. And your level is what we call the career readiness, which is how do you enter the world of work. For somebody like Gertrude, if she was supposed to enroll, it would be the career booster, because she's already in the career or in work and wants to give it a kick. And those of you who want to be entrepreneurs, it's called the self-made entrepreneur. So MasterCard Foundation, they are students who are at your level or just graduated. We take them through that structured 9-month program called CAT. And that level is the career readiness. So some of you would have to talk to you about that later on to see where your interest or your need is. So I think that's it for the testimonials. Thank you so much. And then another mention we do with a lot of you guys here, the girls. For the past 2 years, we have trained about 200 of your girls in STEM, so science, technology, engineering, and maths. And it's a U.S. government project, U.S. government and the Ghana government project to encourage girls to take on careers in the energy sector. I don't know if there's anybody here who has been through that, but it's a 2-week program. We start from 8 in the morning, and because of the COVID, we did it on Zoom, 8 in the morning till about 3 or 4. We coach these girls, and by the time they finish, when you see them on LinkedIn, you can't recognize them. And the confidence they have to apply for jobs in the energy sector is phenomenal. The point here is that nothing happens by magic. You have to think about how to invest your resources and your time into enrolling into programs that will benefit you. You know, don't go on Coursera and just go and sign up for a course because it's a course. Hey, I have Coursera. It's from University of Michigan. You have no clue what it looks like. You need to be in a program where there's a need analysis is done from a career analyzer test you've taken and who you are and where you want to get to before you start enrolling into things. So we are here to stay. This is the beginning of the journey, so we're going to engage you one-on-one going forward. What we're going to do next is we're going to take questions. I don't know what was going through your mind when you received those flyers and it said, hey, come here today, SRC Day. This is what we're going to do. There's a gentleman in a white shirt and a petticoat, very, very well dressed. My husband used to dress like that a lot in the past, or even now, like to go to court and stuff. When you got the flyer or when you got the message to come here, what was your anticipation, or what was the one thing on your mind that you wanted to clarify? Or any question? You can't say no. You must say something. There you go. Oh, there. Thank you, Bright.
So thank you very much.
Do you want to get up? Thank you. It just gives you a good posture to speak from here when you stand.
So my name is Success Peters, offering logistics and supply chain management.
Okay.
And one thing I want to find out from the Connect world is, do you guys take into consideration the people who are suffering from disabilities? And are there measures kept in place in case of any disabilities an individual is facing? And that is my question.
Thank you very much. Very powerful question. So my husband's law firm, Kimathi and Partners, they also do a lot of reaching out to the youth. And they have a fund for people who are blind and in college, right? It will surprise you, the resources for those people are non-existent. You're blind, but you want to be in school, you know, and you're a first-class student, but it's tough. So yes, and for me, you know, which is why it's important, this whole marriage thing, right? You have to try and strategize and ask God to give you a man that your worldviews can be the same. And so for me, my husband's law firm working on that, and me connecting to that, one of them is actually at the London School of Economics now, called KNUST. He was actually on one of our podcast sessions to talk about how he has managed failure. So yes, we have opportunities for disabled people. We just have to hear it. So if you know anybody who is interested, wants to be part of this network, who has to be part of, this is not even a choice. Oh. You are not choosing, you are part. You need it, so Ghana can be free. Do you understand? So thank you. Does that answer your question? You have another one? Hey, Paul Lambantem.
Yes, please. I also wanted to find out if Connect World is only focused on tertiary universities or tertiary education. How about the senior high schools and the basic schools also, as well as the vocational institutions?
Sure. Okay, thank you. I think you came in a little bit late, but it's fine. I know you guys have lectures. But the earlier we grab people for development and growth, the better. And which is why we're on this road show. Yes, the goal is to start from like age 10 or JHS 1 to give them this career readiness resource and opportunity. So by the time they get to the college, right, this gathering will be different. So yes, that is the goal. After the tertiary, we're going to the SHSs and we're going to JHS. It is important. A kid in JHS can start saving. Look, from JHS 1 to graduation is about 10 years. So imagine a kid from 10, 11, and he or she knows how to talk about herself, write his or her CV, is able to network, is able to talk about what they don't feel good about, is able to share ideas, is able to put the 50 CDs, 100 CDs that they've been getting for Christmas, put it in an account. In 10 years, do you know what that kid will become? Untouchable. So yes, the goal is actually to go there and start from there. It is so important. If we don't do that, this thing won't work. Thank you. Can I have a lady ask questions from the top? From the top. There's a lady looking at me. You have a scarf on. I wish I could put on a scarf. I love them, but I don't have the skill. Ask me a question. Okay, I'll come to you after her. Is there a mic up there? Is there a mic? Can somebody get a mic up there to the lady for me whilst we take a question from here? Thank you, Bright. Actually, it's not a scarf. It is her braids. Yes, you. The blonde braid. Yes, you're smiling. You. Somebody will come to you with a mic. Or maybe you can scream your question. He's coming. Okay, whilst we wait for him, you go.
Thank you very much. So do you want to get up? Okay. My name is Claudia Jenfi. Okay. And I want to ask about mathematics, final year. Okay. I want to ask about connecting with people. After connecting with them, how do you keep track on them? How do you still maintain that personal relationship with them? And I wanted to ask a question earlier, and it's a bit personal.
Can I take one at a time? Okay. My brain is a little. So you are in second year, final year. Okay. So when you're going to ask a question, your name, your program, and the year you're in. Okay. So yes, it's so important. Some people know how to connect or network quickly, but then they don't know how to keep it going. All of us are guilty of that. It's tough. Life is busy. Life is hard. You know what it takes to keep it going. I'm guilty of that. All of us are guilty of that. Okay, but every time, ask yourself why. When you connect to that person, why? And put a structure to it. Okay, we have a group. They are in Connect. They are all from one faculty from Legon. And during the COVID, the exercise we did was they would do a timetable. So every hour of the day, they have to tell me what they are doing. So they do a timetable. I wake up. So 6 to 7, brush my teeth. 7 to 8, lay my bed. 8 to 9, read a book. 9 to 10. They're like, oh, but what if I'm just relaxing? Write it. It's a discipline that you do, and it helps you think about your life and the things you have to do. So you realize that you will think about your networks, and then you will say, okay, 12 to 1, send an email to Mr. Osei. Okay? And then maybe when you go in the evening, 9 to 9:30, send a WhatsApp to Madam this. Do you understand? So when you're used to doing schedules, like a secretary, please, if you are here and you've never done it, you see, when you take an exercise book, I'm sure there's Excel you can use, but look, let's go our mother's time. Take an exercise book, draw the line, dates, time, the time you wake up. Be consistent with it. So from 6 till you fall asleep, every hour, put something there and challenge yourself. I'm going to do this for 30 days. You realize that all the things you're not able to keep up with, it begins to come to you. Ding, 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 ding. When you can't remember, you go to your daily schedule and it's there. Oh, I'm supposed to email Miss Phyllis. Boom, it's there. So I'll be like, hey, Charlie, girl, you are consistent too. But you have a scheduler that is reminding you. Do you understand? Because it's hard to remember and to want to. Sometimes the motivation is not there. And then it also feels like you are disturbing them. Another way is anytime you message them, try and see if there's an article. Oh, Miss Phyllis, I saw this article on human relations. It was very fruitful. Maybe you can share it with the rest of the group. Do you understand? Oh, Miss Phyllis, I have some free 3 hours every weekend. Is there anything I can help you with? Keeping in touch. By bringing value. Or, hello, Miss Phyllis, I just called to say hello. Or, I didn't want to bother you. I'm just sending a message to say hello, and I'm here if you need me for anything. You see? So you just don't say hello. I have people that will WhatsApp me, hello, and then we are there. Then I say hello. Then we are there 3 days. Then they'll come back. How are you, ma? They need to wait 3 days. I'm fine, sir. Another 3 days. Okay. I was just checking. I said, okay, what is that? No, you have to plan what you want to tell that person you're networking with, whether it's low or horizontal, vertical down, horizontal or up. Do you understand? And again, that's why we're here, to teach you. It's not magic. Today, everything we're learning, do you know when you leave here, you forget? You forget all. Within 5 minutes, 80% of it will be gone, which is why it can't be a one-day thing. It has to be a what? A lifestyle. Can we all say it? A lifestyle. Thank you very much. What was the second question? Okay, keep after this.
And the second one is, how do you manage your home and the people you connect with at the same time?
So how do you manage your
You mentioned that you were a family person with a husband and...
Let's use you as an example. You are married with children and you
want to help a lot of people at the same time like you do.
So it's planning, right? It's important that you plan, and you have to be humble enough to ask for help. Okay, before Henrika came on board, I wanted to give up this connect thing. I'm like, I can't do it. I just can't do it. It's tough. I'm 44, and I have a 4-year-old, so I still carry feeding bottle in my bag. I still carry water in my bag. If I forget the feeding bottle, I have to go back home and get it. Milk, and then I have an 11-year-old, today I have to get back quickly for something, So you have to be humble enough to plan and see where you need help. And then talk to your network and say, this is what I'm working on. Do you know anybody that can help me? Maybe you can't even pay, but you say, look, I don't have money to pay. But if the person can offer me 1 hour a week, I can do it. So number one is know what you're doing. Organize it. If you need help, reach into your network, your mentor, your coach, whatever, and then they'll help you. You organize it, okay? Then that's why doing the daily schedule is important. Because when you do 1 hour, all the way till you sleep, you do it for 1 month, you see where you need help. And then be humble enough to say, Jones Mensa, this is what I'm doing, and I'm losing it. I need help. Please, do you know somebody? Tell people as many as possible. And when they come, be humble enough to take the help they are offering you and the advice and the ideas, and also be open. Be open. Don't feel insecure. Hey, the way they are knowing all the things, they will take the business from you. Really? If they take it, you go and build another one. Or you don't hear Silicon Valley, people building things every day. Nobody can take anything God has put in your belly. They take it, you build another one. Open up to people to help you. Be comfortable. Do you understand? And also another thing is support system, which is what she's asking. There are people who, when they get home from work, I'll show you. When they get home, so when they pull the car, so your husband has bought you some nice BMO. When she gets home, I'm very tired. This job will kill me. Oh. Hey. Okay, you said that. Oh. Every day you say it. This is your husband. You guys love each other so much. And your birthday, he bought you a nice car. You two, you bought him a car. So you are both using nice cars. And you have good jobs that God has blessed you with. You throw your bag. Every day you throw your bag. Then one day you come and say, hey, Odo, some projects be bad that we are working on. I'm stay late. He's like, this foolish job. Every day you come, you throw your bag. You know, every day the job is not helping you. Please tell your boss that you can't do it. I will not allow you to go to Konongo to do that work. Because you see, you've been presenting this thing in a very bad way without knowing. So be careful what you say about the things you are doing. Because when it's time for you to tap into your support system, they will say, no, we can't support you because you don't like it. But if you come every day, you are tired. Maybe the bag is here, but you're like, oh, Charlie Odo, today, dear, the weight was heavy. But guess what? I killed it, and I'm so tired. I will even take a shower. But tomorrow is another day. I will go and bring the head of Medusa home. I'll see you later. Don't divorce me. I can't cook for you today. Do you understand? You see, it's like you have gone to kill the work. So your husband is like, that's my wife. So every day you come, or the man too. Do you understand? So as a woman, everything you do, make sure you love it. It's bringing you value. Sometimes you have to do what you don't like to get to what you like. So every day you come home, your support system, your friends, your family, the people who will support you to be what? The philanthropist, the whatever you want to be, the big woman, the lecturer, the mother with 6 children, the wife, the power couple, all of that. You need people. But you need to bring those people along with you on the journey. Email your friends. We're working on a project. I'm tired. I've lost 10 pounds. But it's so good. When we finish, the whole of Ejiso will be on fire. Guys, stay tuned. Meanwhile, you're tired. Though. When they invite you to party, you're like, hey, are we taking the photo? They'll say, Equia and her work. So when you call Equia today, you must come and help me with that project at Ejisu, so that I can take my last born to the hospital. Equia will say, hey, yes, I'm coming. This thing, if I don't go, I will die. That Ejisu project, that is her life. I'm here. I have a 4-year-old, and I have an 11-year-old that's not feeling too good. But I'm here because I have a support system. And they know that if you touch my college student, I'll kill you. So I'll come. Today, the woman didn't want to put me on the plane because I was late, trying to be a mother and be here. But I told her, I said, I have to be here. If I don't come today, madam, somebody's life depends on it. I was crying. She was like, madam, why are you crying? I said, I have to be here. If I don't come, somebody's life is at stake. I held her hand. I said, please, what do you need? Take my bag. Take all the money. And also, if you don't let me go, then maybe God doesn't want me on the plane. Maybe the plane will crash. She said, which plane will crash? Okay, hold on, let me see. And it's true. I don't know why we're here today. Maybe it's somebody that's watching. We don't know. So your support system is important. But it's not magic. Let your husband know from day one, that boyfriend, let him understand that the company you work with, that is what gives you confidence. Let me tell you. You can tell your boss that this job doesn't give me confidence. You are a liar. Wherever you are carrying KNUST with you. You can't tell me this school doesn't give you confidence. When people are throwing the college card, don't you throw the card as well? So why can't you hold the flag high with everybody? You tell your people, look, the company I work with is working on a project. We're going to stay late. So the parties, I can't come. I'm very sorry. For the next 3 months, I'm not available to do parties. They will insult you and say all that, but it's okay. But what they know is you take your life serious. And also, sometimes, let your people know, look, I have children. My husband wants to stay home and watch movies. I'll stay. And I have to cook a bath for my husband. It's okay. Let your support system understand how you roll. And the men too. Hey, today my wife is not well. That pregnancy is hard. So I'm going to cut her nails. It's okay. Tell your friends today, dear, we can't chase girls. So because today I've repented. I'm coming to my wife. Support system. But let people know. And don't be ashamed that you are using people. Some people don't use house helps. I don't know why. They say, I can't use nanny. Because when they wear their dresses and they are shaking their body, my husband will like them. But who said your husband will not like the ones they haven't seen? What are you talking about? You think the maid has to come to your house before your husband will like them? Or wherever they are, he will go and find them. So know what you need and be comfortable asking for help. And let your support system see the value in the different things you do. Gloria took off work today. She's not somebody who takes off work. But I gave her 1 day notice. She said, Miss Phyllis, I'm in. Because she knows that this is the oxygen in my lungs. I need to be here. Does that answer your question? So you have to give it out for people to help you. And again, that's why Connect World is here. You don't have to know it. We are here to help you structure it. If I say now go and know it, then I'm a liar. But I'm telling you what you're going to get out of being in Connect. We will teach you how to manage your life. Some people will call me, Phyllis, I'm not talking to my husband. I will not talk to him again. I said, why? And when he came home, he didn't even say hello. And then when I cooked, he didn't eat. It's okay. Look, sometimes you take offense too much. You have to be positive. When you take offense a lot, your boss is annoying you. The driver is annoying you, everybody. What happens is you lose the opportunity to be blessed. But when you call your support system that I'm not feeling good because my husband is making me feel like I am not important, at least we are there. You vent on us. And 2 minutes, we'll call the house too, they'll be laughing, no. Do you understand? So support systems are important. And Henrika, you might have to help me here. There are 5 kinds of people you need in your support system. Please, if you don't have anything to write this down, I'll be so mad. 5 people you need in your support system. I know we are saying mentor. A mentor is one of the people you need in your support system. Your social capital. You know what social capital is, right? You know how we're saying connect. You know, network. Michael came and said more on that. That group of people that you are, cooking, you want to make sure there's a good combination. Who knows combination fried rice? Who likes combination fried rice? Me, one. You all don't like combination fried rice. Okay, we'll serve combination fried rice after. If you don't eat it, go. Your social capital, your support system has to have a good combination, right? A mentor is one of them. A mentor, a cheerleader. So a mentor sits with you, you sort of have the discussion, they'll listen to you and sort of, massage all these ideas, go back and forth, encourage you and all that. Then you have the cheerleader. The cheerleader. As for the cheerleader, even when you mess up, they are dancing for you. Like, every time. You don't do bad. You know how our mothers are. They know their child is wrong. But they are saying, touch my child and see what I'll tell you. That is a cheerleader. I'm a cheerleader for a lot of young people. Even when you have completely failed, I will come and I will use my tutu skirts and we will dance for the failure. And when you pass and you do well and you get that job and you are humble enough and your attitude is good and the successes are coming, then we're dancing. It's important. It does something to the human being. You need a cheerleader, somebody that at any time, they just want to put you on a pedestal. And then we have the butt kicker. Butt. You know what a butt is, right? Butt kicker. Who know what a butt kicker is? Who can spell butt kicker? Okay, can we all spell butt kicker? Ready, go. B-U-T-T-K-I-C-K-E-R. Butt kicker. They don't play. When you mess up, they will whip your ass. You need that. I've heard people say, Miss Phyllis, I don't want that person to mentor me anymore. Because when I do something, it's like they just cut me into pieces. You need it. You need it. They have to cut you into pieces. You must bleed. Because out of that blood is where the greatness is going to come. You need a butt kicker. When they hear that you have misbehaved, or that project failed, or you got a lower instead of an upper, they will say, let's talk. And you know it's a bad kicker coming. And then you have the sponsor or the advocate. They speak on your behalf. You go into, there are some rooms you will never go into. But people will take your names into those rooms. They'll say, hey, Michael was the SRC president, and when he was this, his application. I was there. Somebody will say, are you sure? He's only 20-something. No. That guy is 20-something, but 45 in the brain and heart. He did A, B, C, D. You don't even know that's going on. People that would put your name on decision-making tables and defend it, a sponsor. So when you're in a company, find a career sponsor. Somebody whose career you admire and is in your company or maybe outside that you always talk to. They are maybe the global head from whatever. So you're sort of following into their path so that they can speak on your behalf. But they have to know your work. You have to show them work. You have to do work for them to see. And then we have the tester. Somebody that you tell them, okay, we want to do the incubator. We want to have a business incubator on campus. And they'll ask you all the questions that makes you feel foolish. It's like you leave and you're like, fuck, why am I even talking to this man or this woman? They cut into your ideas all the time. You tell them A, they'll cut it into pieces. You can't see the A anymore. You need it. If you don't have that person in your life, you will be walking like this every day. Then one day, you go somewhere, you meet an 18-year-old kid, and that kid will floor you because nobody has tested you. You need that. Is that it? So those are the 5 people you need in your support system. Okay? It's very important. For me, I've been very lucky to find a lot of that, a few of those in my husband. A lot of things I'm doing is because he'll tell me, look, sometimes I'll say, this connecting is hard, though. You say, why is it hard? You go and talk to young people to do better. And then one day, it will benefit all of us. Why is it? But another time, too, you say, one time he came from court and he won his case. He said, I told them, do they know who my wife is? My wife owns Connect World. Me, my wife. Don't they know? Do you understand? So you get kicked sometimes and you're like, and it's okay if your husband kicks your butt or your wife kicks your butt. Do you understand? But your support system, a lot of people can be in it. Allow all those people to feed into you. And you realize that a lot of things go very smoothly. Open yourself up and receive all that. So we'll take the last question. Right, I'm ready. And then, please, it's over. I know you're like, hello, we're hungry.
Okay, please, I'm Hilary Shandov. Yeah, and I read sociology. I'm in year 3. Please, you made mention of the fact that MasterCard is managed by Arizona University.
The Baobab Network.
Okay, please, I wanted to know if you could enlighten me a little bit about that.
Bright, can you repeat that for me? I couldn't hear. I'm sorry. I didn't hear the name. I know it's really far.
Okay, Madam, she wants to know more about the MasterCard Scholarship Foundation.
Uh-huh.
How it's connected to the Arizona State University. I think that's a
Did
question.
you hear? I can't hear. Okay. Okay, so if I heard you right, so you want to know whether MasterCard Foundation sponsors students of Arizona State University?
Please, not that, but I want to know the link. Like, how does that work? You did say that the...
Okay. So I'll just go over what I said. And if it's not clear, when we finish, let's talk, and then I can clarify. So what I said was, when she mentioned MasterCard Foundation, and I said, look, that organization is life to many families and young people. So they have, when you graduate or about to graduate, they have this network. It's called the Baobab Network, okay? And what they do is they hand them to different mentoring organizations to mentor the students. Maybe they have won some kind of competition or something. And Connect World is one of those organizations that mentors their MasterCard Foundation scholars. Does that make sense? So it's a partnership between MasterCard and Arizona State University to manage that Baobab network. What goes deep into that, I can't tell. All I know is we're proud to say that we are one of the mentors or mentoring organizations for that network that Arizona State University manages. Does that help? Thank you. I like questions like that. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. So I know all of you have a lot of questions, and most of it I think I addressed in the beginning before, which is, I'm confused. Today I want to be a lawyer. Tomorrow I want to sweep the road. Next time I want to dance in the nightclub. All of that. It's okay. It's okay. In some schools in the West, this level that you are, their career service, they have an office called undecided. Undecided. You have not decided. It's okay. Just study and pick up the life skills from here. Be disciplined. Make sure that you are taking back to your family that top of the line GPA, okay? And then whilst you're doing that, you are learning, exposing yourself to, volunteering and reading around and traveling and all that. And before you realize, you begin to see it pops up all over the place. Now I can do this. But when you are in a program, it also helps. And sometimes some of you will apply for internship, no luck, because there's no structure around it. We have one of the girls in London, part of the KNUST program. Now she has so many offers. What we're doing now is praying for her to pick one. Praying for her to pick which one to pick. Do you understand? And before, nothing was coming. But when she came into the KNUST program, everything is like, whoa, now the heavens have opened. But it takes work and taking things into a process for these things to happen. So thank you very much. What we're going to do next, which will sort of be lead to the end, is we'll go into groups. Connect has 6 focus areas, or maybe 5 or 4. Education, career, relationship and emotional well-being, wellness, mental health, networking, and then financial management. So relationship and mental health, we sort of married together. So what we're going to do is we're going to sort of divide the room into the 4 areas, right? So here we want to talk about education. And don't think about education as in the exams you're taking here. That too, But how do I continue to educate myself, to learn? Life is about learning, but there has to be a way you do it to bring value to yourself and the people around you. So education will be in this square. Anybody who says, hey, career, I'm still confused and I want to learn more about it, and we're going to do this for 5 minutes or so, 10 minutes, quickly, so we can get our food and go out. Here is career, right? And then behind career will be relationship and emotional well-being, mental health, physical health, anything that has to make you feel whole as a human being, plus relationship. That would be in that corner. And then we have networking in the middle after education, networking. So where the cameraman is will be networking. And then in the last corner will be financial management. That's what we're going to do. And I know that me, all of them, I want to go. So it's like, where do I go? But pick one, and then let's start from there. When you get the information and there's time, you do 1 minute here, then you can quickly run, because when you go to some of the schools or maybe some companies or, you travel somewhere, sometimes they'll do information session, and there are booths, plenty booths. But you're like, hey, I'm interested in all these areas. So this is about time management. We are doing this for only 10 minutes, but there are 6 sessions, 6 focus areas. Let me divide my time so I can sort of see what every group is doing. So are we clear? Education here. So let's start. Let's go. Education, you're coming here into this quarter. Let's go. You're sitting down. Let's go. Okay, let's go for $1 million. Let's go. Okay, so we are answering. They'll ask questions. Okay, so what you're going to be doing in these groups is still asking questions, and we're writing them down, answering some of them, or, giving you the resource or how to contact us. So education, how professional development, personal growth, all of that. Career, I want to be a president one day, but, I'm not sure what the path is here, or I'm very confused and I hate the program I'm in because it's so far removed from what I'm studying, here. Okay, this square. And then in the middle here is relationship and, emotional well-being. Like, I want to feel good. Like, listen, I have stuff I need to talk about. Because without that, I can't function. Relationship, emotional well-being, mental health, physical health. And then where the cameraman is to where the lady is in pink in that front row will be networking. Networking. Yes, those are the top. My friends, please come down so I can meet you. I beg. And it will be very short. So I think we have 5. And then financial management will be at the back here, where the yellow shirt guy is with the mask. And it's going to be, so that's 5 areas. It will be 10 minutes, right? So if you want to move around, just manage your time. Let me tell them. Okay. Okay, and please don't leave because the party is not over. Okay, there's going to be food, people, money I don't have. I've bought plane tickets. Okay, I just counted some money to buy drinks and stuff. So please don't leave. Because if you don't eat, if you don't drink, I won't be blessed. I need to take away almost 300 blessings from here home. So please don't leave. There's nothing going on out there. That boy you want to go and meet, he has 4 girlfriends, so you don't need it. And you too, that girl, Charlie, she's for somebody else. So sit and manage your life. There's nothing more important than this room right now. Okay. So is this career? Okay. We're going to need another mic. Where's Gloria? So which one is this? Relationship. Okay, so what we're going to do is I need a volunteer that would take your phone. Somebody should have a phone with a note, a place for notes. And then, so here we're learning leadership skills as well. We're learning how to lead a team. So one person should lead. The lady in the colorful top, I love that. So any questions here about the way I feel? Like, look, this is, and please don't be ashamed. Let me tell you, when the problem comes later, the world will hear. So let's solve it now. Okay? Or if you don't want anybody to hear, hey, you see career. You don't know that you have to solve relationship problems before. You don't know how to marry, but you want work. You don't know that when the marriage collapses, that job too, you'll be fired. Monkwe. Me here, this is where I like relationship. So what we can do is if anybody has a question, yes, you don't have a relationship problem. It's not a relationship problem, you just want to know, right? This is information session. So, yeah, if anybody has a question, and please, I came all the way. I've been on my feet. So this is not like a workshop, no. We're building this. So open up and ask the question. And if it's that private, give them the phone to type the question in, okay? And you won't regret it, trust me, okay? The chairs, you know what? I don't even know why some of you are sitting. Why are you sitting? You haven't stood at the train station before for hours or in the snow and it's biting you. Those who don't get chairs, please stand. I don't want anybody kneeling. Stand. Look, I'm telling you, you go to some places, information session, you find people running in high heels because this place is for this. They go and come. So please don't look for chairs. This is networking. How do I connect to people and use it to push myself to where I want to go? There are people who have 100,000 following on Instagram, but they don't know how to use fork and knife. I'm not making a joke. In my own house, somebody has almost whatever following. Came to my house, I gave the person lamb, expensive lamb that I bought with rice and stew. The person was with fork and knife. The person asked for spoon. I thought they were going to use it for the rice. They were using the spoon to cut the lamb. I said, Master, give it to me. Let me cut for you. Do you understand? How do you business skills, etiquette, all of those things? Because if you are not groomed properly, nobody wants to connect with you. And it's not about look, finesse. What do you say? Bizarre question. That's this one. And here is growth. Like, how do I don't know. And I just want to just grow myself. What are the things I can do? And all of that. And everybody, who is leading that? Lady in the pink top. So take questions, and then we'll come by and be answering. Okay, engage them. Questions. Hey, but why is financial management so small? Because you don't want to save. I don't like that. Some of networking, come here.
Answer it, or will you answer it?
I will, because if you don't, you won't have the answer. And some of them we can't even answer here, but just take the questions, okay? So take the questions, and then we will come around and be answering. Financial management is key. Saving, delaying gratification, stop buying that tie. This one is okay, don't buy again, the tie. Man, and don't go and rent that place. Sleep in the couch. And save the money. Why? So ask your questions about how I want to be wealthy. And guess who was Gawa Tokorola? Oh my God! I'm like, where is my girl? Oh, did you just walk in? You have everything. You have all the food already. So she's part of us. She's part of Connect. And this is my first time meeting her. But we're like best friends on WhatsApp, right? Like we talk at night, like morning, anytime about everything. So you don't need physical engagement to even get Connect going on in your life. And they are twins, so I can't even tell the difference. Where is your twin? You are the doctor. Yeah. Oh, so you finished what? Yeah. Hey, Charlie, our future doctor. Soon she'll be a medical doctor, and her sister is doing chemical engineering. Yeah. Find her for me. Okay. Okay. So, networking, and then here you know what you're doing. Hey, career. I want to know where Michael is. Did he leave? Where is our president, our SRC president? He left us. You stay with career because you, next president of Ghana, I can see it. So I have to start making calls for mentorship. Are you talking for everybody to hear? So are you answering questions? No, just write it down. Henrika, are they asking the question to everybody? Okay, so when you ask, then you can write it down. Then we can read it.
Yeah, we have two people. I mean, you can also discuss the questions. Like some of you may have answers.
Yes, because maybe you've spoken to somebody about it before. You're right. So when they ask the question, if somebody has an idea what it should be, I don't know why two people are fighting over one chair. Like, really? But why are you sitting? I've been on my feet. You know, I have a herniated disc. Do you know what that is? Don't leave, oh. Food is coming. And do you understand? Don't leave. And there's, you can't leave. This is the last thing, but you can't leave. Okay, your president is standing here. He's saying, I got you. But please, two people shouldn't be pushing on a chair. No. Sorry, Nejina ho. Sorry, Gina ho. Do you know how these shoes hurt? It's called beauty is pain. Do you know how much I paid for it? I have to wear it so that you will like it. So get up. So are you asking the question and discussing it? Yeah, you should, because sometimes you know. I won't lie to you. Most of you know more than you think you do. So try to sort of. Is that the twin sister? Okay. So talk about it, sort of discuss it, and then when we come, we'll also come and share in it. Trust me, a lot of the people are engaged. Sometimes I don't even have to answer any question. I just throw the question back at them. They're like, okay, Miss Phyllis, I'm like, done. So challenge yourselves, okay? Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm Aya Mting.
Hey, look at you. Look at you. You're taller than me. You just came.
No, I was there. I'm part of the exhibitors.
I was looking, I said, I've seen photo. Wow, how are you?
I'm fine.
Did it go well? I've been talking the whole day. How you think they're getting it?
Everybody's getting it.
Okay.
I didn't even come because I had a class. I'm a TA, teaching assistant.
Yes. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you so much. But when we finish, this one, College of Humanities and Social Science. Okay, I'll come there. Okay. Yeah. They'll sit wherever they are, and then we'll ask them who has not filled the form. Okay, I know you want to do this for the rest of your lives, but we gotta go. And I've never seen a turnout like this before. It's amazing. The questions you have written down, we'll collect them. Okay, another skill you have to build, Mr. Spokesperson, is when we say stop, it means stop. Thank you very, very much. So what we're going to do is stay put for a minute, but we're going to put this place back like the way it was before. But those of you at the top, don't go back there. Let's stay down here, standing or still sort of mingling, but it's important to leave things like the way it was before you came in. It shows the kind of human being you are inside out. So once we finish, we'll arrange it and then we'll close from here. So the questions that you have written down, I'm glad you have discussed them. This is the beginning of what this professional network is going to look like. Your incubator is going to span out of this. We're going to have competitions. You guys are going to sit here to be streaming online and all that, right? So I'm glad that you've had somebody lead and take the questions and discuss. Who has not filled a Google form? Who has not gone onto our link and put their information? There's no punishment, too. I just want to know. If you have not put your name or you have not filled a Google form, when we finish arranging, please meet me here. There's no punishment. I'll just give you one of our phones. The reason is, right, if I don't know you, there's no way I can connect with you. If I come and tell you, yeah, I do A, B, C, D, I'm a liar. I don't know you. The Google form is for you to tell me who you are. So when I come back, I know who I'm talking to. So I'm not taking your information to come and sell you any. Do you understand? So if you haven't filled the Google form, there's no way we can connect with you. And when we come back, you can't be part of the network because your name is not there. I mean, do we understand? So if you were here and you have not filled the Google form so we can have your information and get you one-on-one, please wait for me by the pull-up banner here. It's very important. The goal is to be able to connect properly, okay? So let's take a minute to put the chairs back. So, I mean, did you like this exercise? I mean, I know it's been very quick, but you're going to see this in the real world, where you're going to lead your team, or you're going to be, giving ideas on your team. And always make sure that even if somebody has said what you wanted to say, repeat it again. Let your voice be heard. Because when your voice is heard, that is when opportunities come, your name will come up. So this was short, but it was to teach you how to be able to have a discussion in a team environment. There's a topic you're not sure, your boss has traveled, but you're together and you're discussing to put down ideas. So when the boss comes back, you guys have a game plan to hand to him, so he doesn't start from the scratch. I don't know if that makes sense to all of you. And again, the areas are education, career, relationship, and emotional well-being, all that, networking, financial management. And I know you need all of them. So what we're going to do is, once we get all of your information, we're going to put ourselves on a WhatsApp page. Let me tell you, the reason people come here and they can't come back is there's no structure. If you don't put structure to this, it won't work. I'll see you tomorrow. I can't recognize you. Do you understand? And I can't help you, or you can't help me. We'll be on a WhatsApp page, and we will put all the answers, the questions you've asked. We'll be doing the discussion on WhatsApp. We'll have Zoom calls. We'll come back. So from today, you are part of a new professional network called Connect World. And somebody will ask you, but what does it do? It gives you a Connect experience, and these are the experience. That's also going to be part of your pitch, okay? So thank you very much. Financial management, they don't even want to hear anybody. So please, let's take about 2 minutes and put the chairs back the way they were. It was so beautiful. Everything should be straight, okay? And anytime you go to a wedding party, anything, make sure that the place is nice before you go out and take your car and leave. Yes, the SRC will close us. There's going to be food you will take away. Please don't miss it. The SRC, they've spent money. I've also spent some money. So please don't leave. We are very privileged to be breaking bread with you when you go to your room. So please don't leave after the arranging the chairs, okay? Thank you very much. So 2 minutes, 120 seconds now.
I'll be at our tent area.
Okay, which one is your son?
The
distance learning. Oh,
Yes.
I like stuff like that. Okay, I'll pass by there.
Sure. So once you're done, I'll probably come back here or I'll be expecting.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you. And nobody's leaving. Nobody should leave. Just hang out. It's like you've gone to an event. Please, the chairs should be straight. If you're a person of value, you must know that the chairs cannot be out of line. Please. If the line is crooked, it means that your brain is crooked. The form, okay, you wait for me here. Okay, it's okay, you just hang around here. If you have not filled the Google form, please come here. Okay, stand with me on that side here. We'll give you a phone. How many of you have filled the Google form? How many of you have? Hello, 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 hello. Can I have your attention? Hello? I have the floor. You people, I'll fight too. Hello, are we all here? Are the chairs being arranged? Have you filled the Google form? We are leaving. We only have 5 minutes. Those are the exhibition. We are almost done. Can you just give us a little bit of audience? Okay. You haven't filled. If you haven't filled, please wait for us. Henrika, do you have a phone for them to fill? Who else has not filled the form? Okay, there. Who has not filled the form? The form is not to give you Ghana card or to drain your blood. It's to know you and connect so that when we see each other, it's not like I was the one that was wearing the blue shirt and my name was Kofi. We won't remember. So there'll be no connection. So if you haven't filled, we'll give you a phone. Please don't drop the phone on the floor. There should be 2 phones. But where's Gloria? Bright. If you haven't filled the form, you could use my phone, but Henrika, is the form? I don't know where the form is. I was trying to, on the page, KNUST. Okay. Right, do you have the link? You have the link? There's another phone here. Okay. All right. So I guess, Moses, before I hand over, I just want to say a big thank you to Moses. I have never met, excuse me, hello. If you were part of this session, I just need your attention for 1 minute, okay? It's important that you understand that when things are done, they have to end properly. Those of you having deep conversations on the side, it doesn't show respect. We're about to end. Do I have everybody's attention? Okay. So I just want to say the biggest thank you to Moses. What's your last name again? Moses, I do say, look, I have worked with people, on a lot of high levels. I have never met a human being like this gentleman. If he doesn't do well, nobody here can do well. I'm telling you, the guy is such a great professional. Humble, respectful, he delivers. Like, I'm scared of him. I tell him I'll give him something in 2 hours, and I don't, and it's like 12 midnight. Do you understand? He multitasks. he keeps up with things. He has to do well. Anything that I have to do in my power, I will. I'm pledging that to you. He challenged me on so many levels. He pushed some of my ideas away. You know, he said no to some things and just was, do you understand? Like, you have a great human being among you. You should connect to him and you should serve him and bring him value, because I'm going to serve him. I'm going to make sure whatever he needs, I'm part of that process. Because if without him, this won't happen. It wasn't going to happen. Single-handedly, he was the only person I spoke to. I didn't get to speak to anybody in SRC, him. And you know what? The most powerful thing, Michael, I need you to hear this, Michael. I'm talking about, you know, one of your commanders here, Moses, about how he led this process very seamlessly, okay? Because a great leader is a leader that can delegate, and it goes like extraordinary. However you manage to pick him, like, that's one of your best picks. And one day when you become whatever, him, or when you do you understand? Like, and you know the most powerful thing? I will try to complain now, but he will not encourage me to complain. I want to call somebody's name and say, but where is PR? But where is this? It's like, you talk to me, talk to me. He never allowed me to talk negative about anybody. He caught every blow. Every blow, he caught it and caught it and caught it and caught it and caught it. I said, I want to speak to Michael. Talk to me. I want to speak to Pia. Talk to me. They are coming. They are here. This is the phone number. Okay, wow, I'll call you back. My phone is off. I'll call you with another number. I said, who is this? Who raised you? Your parents did an amazing job. And the woman that will marry you will be lucky. I don't have a daughter. Like, I'll raise her for you. But thank you very much. He made this happen. And I'm glad that you guys have, and I'm sure there's plenty of you. Do you understand? But the decision, you know, somebody, you know, people would ask, who is a great leader? You know, somebody would say, oh, you are charismatic and you are wonderful. But a great leader is one that can consistently make good judgments. Their judgment call is correct. Michael's judgment call on Moses to be in charge of internship, great judgment call. Great. You're a powerful leader. And you know, he said something. He said, Madam, this is my event. When he said, this is my event, I said, let me buy the air tickets. Let me buy it now. When he said, Madam, this is my event. I said, my? Like, how is this your event? Do you understand? He said, Madam, this is my event. I said, where is Passion Air? Let's buy tickets. Thank you very much. And I think for us, we're done for today, but we are connected. And this energy here is good. And I pledge that, you know, with the help of God and with your hard work, we're going to be connected for a very long time. Your children will benefit from this network, and anything you need will be here. We promise you this. And you won't regret this time you've spent here. And thank you to SRC. This will go in the history of this 70th anniversary of the university. And Michael, again, we're grateful. Thank you for having us.
Thank you, madam. Yeah, whatever she was saying was very, very true. Organizing this program 2 days to the event wasn't easy at all. And madam is a very intellectual person. You know, dealing with intellectual people isn't easy at all. Never easy. And we have had a lot of back and forth, but it was all successful. That's why you are here. And without wasting much time, I would like to invite Master Kwejo Champon, who is the CISA Vice President, to give us the vote of thanks. Let's give a round of applause for him.
Good afternoon, everyone. As already introduced, my name is Kojo Pokwe Champon, the Vice President of the Science Student Association, and I'm here to give the vote of thanks. I believe I resonate the joint voices of the KNUST SRC and Connect World when I say that even if you are not living here with anything, probably because you didn't bring a notebook to take notes and you didn't equally take it digitally, I'm sure that you are living here with a contact or two that you hope to connect and continue keep in touch with so that you'll be able to reap up the benefits that Ms. Phyllis has already spoken to us about. The foremost appreciation will go to the management of KNUST, especially the organizers of the 70th anniversary fair, for giving us the SRC, through the SRC, a slot for us to be able to interact with the students body. We also want to express our appreciation to the Internship Directorate of the KNUST SRC for putting together a wonderful session and for inviting Connect World to come and share with us this wonderful session. Before we thank each and everyone here, I believe that we have all benefited and have been impacted by the words that Ms. Phyllis shared, and so we've been clapping for her a lot of times, but it's not far-fetched to clap for her once again for the session that she took us through. I've attended so many of these particular seminars, and the unique thing about this is that beyond expressing what we need to know about connection and also the fields that we might find ourselves in, she's also willing to take some of us in and continue to mentor us so that we'll be able to apply whatever that we learned here. Like she said, it goes beyond just this session, and it's a lifestyle, and she aspires to take us in to Connect World and also help us. So we would appreciate her for that opportunity and for sharing this particular information with us. Last but not least, we want to appreciate each and everyone here, because if she was here and the chairs were empty, I don't think we'd have had a very good session. And if the chairs were filled too and we were not collaborative enough and we were not all involving, we wouldn't have had the success that we've managed to chalk with this particular program. So thank you, each and everyone, for coming. Thank you very much, and we hope that we see you guys once more when we call on you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Vice President. We will be taking our leave shortly, but we have to do it in an orderly manner. You would take the middle gate and the one on my left side. They will share the food at both sides. Don't take the other side, or don't take this side. You take the one at the middle and the other side orderly. But I also would like to thank a couple of people, that is the SRC appointees, Mr. Francis Squatten and Mr. Devo, as we know him to be. They have been people who have been my backbone to organize this program. And also, I would like to thank Madam Phyllis once again, and Connect World. Please join Connect World. You want internships, you want NSS, you want a job, join Connect World. People are outside there which I was expecting them to be here, but which they are not here. But they end up asking we, the student politicians and leaders, that they want to get to this job, they want internship here and there. So I decided to organize a capacity building program as this, but which they are not here, but you are here. So don't miss this opportunity. Connect with Connect World. Thank you very much. And let's move in an orderly manner. The middle gates and photo.
I know it would be crazy taking a group photo, but that's where the fun is, right? So we can use the stage, and you know what, even if it's a piece of your hair that shows you were here some. So let's get on the stage and take a group photo. Okay. So here, all the way down. Okay, then after that we'll get food, and then off to our books to give to Caesar what is due him. Okay, photo time. Did you have fun? Was this fruitful? Was it fruitful? Are you sure? You're saying this when I leave Hong Kong, because I don't know. Okay, oh, this was good. They came. Yeah. This is crazy. No, and the ambiance, like, especially was good because they were also listening, right? No, this. Oh, this is fun. Like, you guys so well.
Listen, people. Splash. Who knows Splash? Hey, he's quiet too. The boy, me, the SRC designer. Hey, look, let me tell, like me, I'm sold. We are signing a contract by the weekend. He is powerful, and he's a professional, and he responds, yes, okay, 2 minutes, 1 hour. How do you get these people in the school? Like, thank you, Splash. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I thought we'll take pictures with.
Okay. So after this, we'll take with the SRC a second. So please don't leave that.
I'm very good. Oh. After that, wait behind. We'll check the I'm coming. I'm around. Hello. As I said, the middle gate and the one on your left. Don't take the other one on your right. The microphone is here.
Don't worry about my phone number. You will get it. I'm telling you, I'll be on your case. You have to read a book every month. So my number will be in your dreams. So those of you who want to take my number, don't worry about it. You get my number by the end of tomorrow. If you take it now, you message me, I can't respond. You call me, I can't pick up for another 48 hours. So don't worry. We're all going to be on a WhatsApp page, okay? But you've asked me so I can give it to you. SRC executive, let's take a picture. So after they shut up, we have to catch the plane at 4.